I never felt bad about it. I definitely made sure that I wasn't doing it when I was at home.
Right.
Yeah, definitely hiding it from my parents.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the first time I ever cursed in front of my mom. We almost got in a car accident right outside of the old McDonald's on CY.
I want to preface this with saying he was 8 years old.
Yeah, I was like 8. and my mom did the mom thing in the car where she's like, no. And I was like, shit. And me and my mom both looked at each other. And she was like, what'd you just say? I was like, we almost just died, Mom.
And she gave him a pass. She's like, whatever, yeah, cool.
Yeah, we almost got in a wreck. It's fine. But
You get a pass if you almost die, especially
sure.
as a kid. Yeah,
I would hope so.
For sure.
So, I mean, we kind of already started, but that camera's rolling. That camera's rolling.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah.
Merry Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving in the time of COVID.
Yeah.
It's a strange fucking time.
I don't want to hear anything in the comments about wearing masks, even though that's going to happen now that I brought it up. But
That's true.
We've all been tested for COVID, okay?
Actually,
We're
just recently,
good.
I'm negative. I'm good.
She's good.
I live in the same household as this one.
So I'm good. So
we're all good. Everything's fine. But so sitting in the room with a full couch, sitting with Brandon Garner,
Casting couch.
Lane Dennison, Kim Dennison,
yeah,
and Rebecca Cooper. I told you I was going to do it. So
Becky.
Yeah, one of the
Becky.
Oh no!
one of the
We're really
rare
gonna hammer
times
that home.
Rare times that we've actually got females in the room. Doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I think I've had my mom on a podcast, and I had my friend Amy on a podcast.
Yeah.
I think those might be the only 2 female appearances. So you guys are
Hello.
I feel special.
Yeah, you should
Roll it in
you should.
like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only podcast I've ever been in on are the Records podcasts,
Yep.
where it's just us 4 dudes. So
Yep.
it's interesting to have like
Four
my
cool dudes.
wife here.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah,
It's
that's
kinda
right.
cool.
So you guys just got married, and
Yeah,
Brandon
September.
and Abby also just got married. And
Also
you guys,
September.
I don't think
Yeah.
you guys have any of you guys have been on the podcast since the weddings, have you?
No.
Yeah,
That's like 2 months ago.
Brandon was first. You were supposed to be in June or something.
It was supposed to be in June, but the world shut down.
Yeah, yeah. The whole entire world,
The earth closed.
even the mountains and everything. Like
Never.
everything was shut down.
Never thought I'd ever get married, and then I was like, "Yeah, let's set a date." And then they're like, "No, no,
Everything sucks. No.
Yeah.
not
They
for
were like,
you."
"Are you sure? Are you sure? We'll give you some time to think about it."
Well, the COVID happened, and the place that we the Trail Center got condemned. So the place that we were supposed to even have it.
So
got
that's
condemned.
what the place that's getting rebuilt now.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't
What-
know that. Okay.
How does a place get condemned? Like, what
Yeah,
did it
why
get
did that
condemned
happen?
for?
Structural damage.
Really?
Yeah, they just couldn't take the amount of people that it was rated for. So they just built that like
I was gonna say I know
6, 7
I know
years ago.
it's been a while, but I feel like that was like a recent build, right?
yeah, they fucked it up.
And
So
they
yeah,
screwed up the engineering of it, huh?
And then
I
fucked
guess.
your wedding up.
fucked our wedding up.
And then
Yeah.
and then COVID came in and reared
Double
that.
fucked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just double fuckery.
So it ended up being that you got married. Was it 10 days, 11 days before you guys did?
Yep.
It was 9 days.
No, was it only
'Cause they
9
were the
days?
17th. We were the 26th.
26. That's what it
Shit.
was. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. So 9 days apart. We had 2 different weddings and got a little hectic there for a couple weeks, but
Yeah.
both weddings were awesome.
Yeah, it was a good time.
fantastic.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And
So much fun.
Lane damn near killed himself.
Yep. I'm
I-
just glad we didn't walk
I can
into our
honestly
honeymoon with a
say
concussion.
I can honestly say I've never bonked my head so hard in my life.
I
I
have.
wish
and
there
I-
had
and-
been
and-
sound.
and
Like
I-
just thump.
And I think bonk is an understatement. I kind of smashed my noggin.
You
but-
hit your whole body to
You
the
went.
ground.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
went
God.
straight
Let the
down,
bodies hit
dude.
the
Was
floor
it
with
was
that.
it was did I just body slam the concrete floor?
No, it was like, so you tried to fucking Dirty Dancing lift me in the air, and I saw that shit coming, so I'm
I
sorry I
don't
did not
remember
even
that.
reach to save you. I saved myself first.
No, that
And then
every man for
I just
himself,
saw,
honey. I don't care.
I just saw his whole body just hit the ground, and then his head just go, "Fudunk."
Oh.
It bounced.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it bounced.
So I actually have footage of that. If I can figure out in editing how to do the picture,
drop
in
it right
the video
now.
in video, I'll put just that little clip. You don't actually get to see Lane's head make contact with the ground.
But you'll see everyone around me go, "Oh my god!" Ah.
So if I can figure out how to do that, I'll overlay it on top of this video, and so you guys can see it happening, playing out while we're talking about it. But yeah, it was an interesting night, man.
I tried to pick my wife up and I ended up almost killing her.
We all
And it's not that like she's heavy. I just was really drunk. And
I knew it was going to go badly from the second it began. I was like,
the thing
I'm
of
a
it
fall.
is-
We're
the thing
both
of it
gonna
is-
Getting
fall.
drunk tonight.
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
balance was great in my wedding shoes, and then I switched to my Vans. And I think that's what that was.
It was the
issue,
shoes for sure,
is
not all the alcohol.
I stepped. Yeah, no, I was fine.
You do better in the duck shoes that we had.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
No, the booze didn't matter. It was the balance.
Those shoes were so slick on that concrete. I think your van
See?
saved us both.
Why do you think I immediately changed into
Dude,
my
I was
street
gonna say
clothes,
I was
dude?
out of those the second
I
you guys said it
almost
was we were
broke
clear.
my-
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
peace. I'm going to change.
I almost broke my gourd, and you're saying that my vans were the problem?
Yes.
No, I disagree.
I have this fantastic picture of us coming into the reception and Brandon just running like behind
us going.
Yeah, to try and get out of the shot.
No way.
It's fantastic.
Seriously.
I'll try and find it. I'll
I
send
have
it
to
to
see
you.
that. I gotta
Yeah.
see
We
that.
got.
I'll look
She
for
sent
it.
us. We paid for 300 edited photos. She sent us 357. Or
Nice.
some
Shout out
crazy
to
shit.
Haley Ray Photography.
Yeah, Haley, you
Killed it.
killed it.
Cool.
Straight up.
All right.
Straight up. But
How many? What? Is that a normal amount of photos for a wedding?
I don't know. This is my first one.
She took
Yeah.
1,700. So
Yeah. So
that's
300 edited ones is.
What size of memory card is a 1700 photo, like high definition photo memory card? That's got to be like a.
Well, think about your phone. How many
Large.
pictures do you have on your phone?
I don't have shit on my phone for pictures,
I have
but
like 1,092 pictures on my phone.
Yeah,
we
I
gotta
have
ask this
close to
girl
that.
right
And so
over
there's
here.
a lot.
Have you looked at your
Taking
memory
7
lately?
pictures of
Oh,
yourself
it's
all
full.
day.
Like my Apple storage is full.
See, and I have-
oh, it's
iPhone.
clouded.
I can't
Oh, it's
say
clouded.
it.
It's clouded.
Pictures.
She's clouded.
Yeah.
See, and mine's all through the cloud and through Google. So
See, you
I
guys
have,
are all
like,
over here
unlimited
clouded.
storage.
I've got.
Because we don't take that many photos.
That's the thing. Like
in the cloud.
you could, like when you go to your photos and it pulls up the grid. Like mine,
Yeah.
all my photos probably fit on the first sheet of that grid. Like that's probably the photos on my phone.
I don't think there's ever a time where you're like, I'm gonna take a picture of this.
I
Ever.
rarely. It has to be something pretty fucking legit, or catching a fish. That's like the one time that I'm like, okay, I gotta get my phone out. I gotta get a picture of this fish.
Can we talk about the fact that we also have a picture of my son shotgunning a Pepsi?
Yes,
Dude.
at the wedding.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you remember when?
Is that the one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the photo? Okay, this is the photo of Brandon running.
Yeah.
What?
You can see him like
Just
mid
try to track
step,
it out of
like
the way.
Sasquatching
Yeah.
it
Dude, you're
behind
not-
us. Straight up, just like blurry footage.
You're not even in like dress. You're like just showed up. You're in like a long sleeve shirt.
That was after
that
everybody
was-
changed
That was after
to get into the
Oh.
reception.
we knocked on the barn doors
It
so you
won't-
guys
it
would
won't
open them.
zoom in.
And
Yeah, dude, you're in like work boots and shit.
yeah. Yeah.
That's
Just-
amazing.
All right. Let me
All right,
see.
you have to
It's
send that to me so I can put
Deal.
it on
I
here.
got
I can
it.
blow it up and everyone can
I
see
got it.
what's going on.
I'm like, bro.
you're like, oh shit, get out of the way.
A lot of
I'm
this.
trying not to run, but I'm trying to like swiftly like.
Yeah.
Oh god,
You're
photographer.
you're power walking out of the photo.
Oh god,
That's what
photographer.
you're doing.
I'm just gotta
It's
make
like
my way
when
to
you
the.
gotta shit really bad and you don't want to shit yourself, so you gotta like.
Butt cheeks
shimmy
don't
walk
fail me
away.
now.
See, no. My legs are very far apart
they
in that
are.
photo.
If he
So
had
that-
to-
I would be like penguin walking and just waddling.
That would be such a better photo, dude.
If I would have,
Brandon in the background just stiff back like.
if I would have shit myself, I would have defaulted that job to Alex. I'd be like, bro, you got to come up here and do this because I got to
I
go to the
can't do
bathroom.
on you
this
now,
right
man.
now.
And I would have been like, Matt, we got to go home.
it's over. It's
We gotta
over.
go
That's
home.
right. You rode
I
out
need
there with
pants.
me, huh?
yeah.
That's right. We rode out there in the $5 Taco Bell shit box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, my
And then got to go fishing.
my phone.
Didn't catch
Caught,
anything.
no, we caught fish.
Did you?
The,
Oh, that's
the night
first-
of
the
the,
first
the night
night.
of the wedding.
The
we
first
caught-
night, yeah.
My mom brought that up to me because you told my mom, or maybe it was you. You said we would have kept the fish if there was a grill here, and there was a grill like on the deck of the house that we stayed
Yeah.
in.
Just chilling.
That's right. There was, wasn't there?
And my mom was
Shit.
like, "Are you serious? You caught like 4 big fish and you just let them go?" They're like, "Well, we didn't have a grill." I was like,
Shit. I didn't think about that.
Granted,
right
you
there.
I
guys had
wasn't-
never been back there.
Well, and I
so-
also was probably not in the mindset to be thinking about where a grill was located.
Right, yeah.
Like, is there a grill
I
here?
was
I
drunk in
remember-
the middle of the river just.
Yeah, I was just, yeah.
"Fish on, Brandon!" I remember the next morning I was cleaning up the barn, and I watched you walk out in your waders, and you were the wobbliest little duck I've ever seen in my life.
Hungover.
In these big ass waders,
My oversized,
just like
yeah. I'm gonna catch a fucking fish.
I'm gonna do this.
Fucking
The
30.
second, the second day, though, there was no fish, correct?
There was not
No
a
fish.
single fucking bite the second
didn't
day,
even go out
which is
there.
wild because I went
No,
out early
you
in the
slept
morning.
for so long.
I tried to wake you up. I was like, Brandon, let's go. Brandon. And you were like, all right, dude, I'm coming. And then like I waited 5 minutes and heard him snore, and I was like,
back
ah,
to sleep, man.
he's done. He's not coming out.
Dude, there was we paid for a lot of alcohol and it got drank.
I drank.
I
drank a
am
lot
I
of
am
milk.
Oh, yeah.
confused at how I got drunk so fast because apparently
Listen,
I was sneaking
About the
off
time Lane
when
fell,
I
was
didn't
like-
notice. I was sneaking off and getting drinks at the bar without me noticing because
You know what tripped me off? It was the drink at the car, the shot at the car.
Oh yeah, because we had that bottle in
That
the car. We had Malibu.
tangerine, or it was
We
that
had
Malibu.
Yeah, yeah.
we were shooting
in the car.
Malibu.
So that's
'Cause
what
I
it
was like, I gotta go cut my cake.
We had Malibu and Sprite in the car.
Hold on,
Hold on.
And I went out and they all toasted me and was like, "Congratulations!" And I just was like, "All right, here we go. We're good. I don't need no Sprite. I'm gonna go cut my cake."
I want to talk about how Becca was so quiet at the wedding.
I'm so quiet all the
But it
time.
was okay.
time.
It was okay because my friends saw you and they were like, "Oh, she's so mean. Look at her resting bitch face." But then they asked you
Everybody?
to dance and you were like, "Oh, hell yeah." And they were like,
Well,
"Oh,
yeah.
we love her."
Yeah, I'm really quiet, but it's fine.
I've got 100 videos of all of us on the
Dude,
dance floor
I
just
wanna see-
cutting
I
a rug.
love
wanna
it.
see
I
those
love
too.
it.
I want to see the videos that you took when you came up to the wedding party table.
Did I take
right-
videos there?
Yeah, I have pictures of it.
I've got them. They're on the computer over
Do
there.
you have horrible video of us doing that terrible karaoke-ish type?
Probably.
scene? Oh,
Yeah, probably.
man.
Hey,
I've got
hey,
all the shit.
hey.
I recorded a lot
Like
that night.
Casper
So.
slide
Honey.
together a
Oh
couple
yeah.
times.
Oh yeah, for
honey,
sure.
I'm a good singer. You're a good singer. We're we
Not drunk.
Hey!
Not drunk.
The call out.
you shut up.
I had a.
There's
There's
actually a
turkey
video.
bone. It popped up.
There's actually a
Long
video,
Thanksgiving.
or if he took it, there's a video of me and Tabby's boyfriend Hunter, singing Seven Bridges Road,
Yes, there is.
where he
There
does
is a
the
video of that.
bass and I'm doing like the melody. So it's,
And it kicked. It was good.
From that night?
Yeah.
I don't know where I was at that point.
Yeah,
he was like,
We might have been finished. We might have been fishing.
he pulled me aside and was like, "Listen, I know you can sing. I can sing bass." And I was like, "What? You can sing bass?" He's like, "Yeah." What? Yeah. So
High-pitched voice.
I threw it on the Bluetooth speaker, and he's like, "There are stars." I'm like, "Oh my!
All right. I
Who
guess you
are
can.
you?" Yeah. So hopefully, maybe.
I
someday.
might have it. I don't know. I know at certain points I left the camera running and just walked away from it. So
Yeah.
who knows?
There were a lot of moments of shot taking that were random, and those shots were not just like, "Here you
No, there
go,
was a
here's a
whole
shot." It was
cup.
like a.
It was
cup.
like a
It was
full,
a drink.
Okay.
Well,
It was a
see,
drink.
because it was Frosty shots, and if you've ever been to Frosties in the
it was
Casper,
Morgan
Wyoming,
and it was Morgan
Yeah.
and Mark
Morgan,
making them.
so
and they were friends with us, so
yeah,
they were like,
exactly.
"Hey."
And they were friends with all of us that
Yeah,
were
yeah,
there
yeah.
too. So
thing
yeah.
of it was we paid for all the booze, so it wasn't like they were losing money pouring hot.
Right. Yeah.
It was
No,
for
it's
all,
just
it was,
our
it was
Paid
all
for.
of us.
So-
Yeah,
So,
it was paid for.
And
Absolutely.
especially since you guys were all part of the wedding party, they're like, "Oh, pour heavy. We're gonna."
shot of tequila, give him a cup.
cup of tequila.
Cup of
Why were
tequila.
we doing so much fucking tequila?
Because I love tequila.
I love tequila. I don't. Why don't you like tequila?
'Cause it's
I feel like I only
terrible.
had
No.
like
Dude,
one tequila shot.
me
I
and
did-
tequila-
Honestly, I did too. Which was
Yeah.
weird.
Okay, we've already established that Matt and Hard A do not partake.
Wait, when did we
Most
establish that?
times.
Oh,
With the
First
when
week.
did I join the band? I like first week of the band.
First
I don't
week.
know
Wait, if you're gonna call Matt out, do I get to call you out
for what.
Do it.
for when we first got together and you were
Do
drinking
it.
tequila?
Oh.
Oh, when I was weepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just
He does get
weepy.
weepy on tequila. He does.
I used to. I've learned.
Wait,
I've
he's
learned.
all-
He's
I've
he's
learned-
gotten a
he
tolerance.
knows.
to
He's
it.
all. When I was weepy.
I've learned to
I
control
was crying.
your ducks, and I don't get weepy anymore.
It was endearing. Clearly,
we were
I stuck with
16.
it. So
Yeah, straight up. That
Drinking
fucking
2-finger tequila out of a
two-finger
plastic
tequila
bottle.
out of an Aquafina plastic water bottle.
That some 23-year-old dude named Brian gave to
Two-fingered
us.
tequila.
It's
What a
it's a
two-finger
brand.
is, just
it's
a
a
Oh,
brand,
it's a brand. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And fucking he puked under my couch. He, dude.
I don't know
Under the
how.
couch?
Okay,
Under the
You
couch.
can't-
I picked
So,
it up
he did
with our buddy on it,
he did
and
a
I
kick-
puked under the couch
He did
and let it.
He did a cat
Right.
puke.
Just-
He
yeah,
did a cat
straight
puke.
up did a cat puke.
Yeah.
And so I come out of the bathroom from puking, and he's like, bro, I
Oh, you got it.
I got it.
You blew us up.
puked under the couch, and I'm like, You did what? He's like, I puked under the couch.
I lifted the whole
and so,
fucker up.
and so me being 16, one of the handful of times I was drunk before I was 21.
At your parents' house?
At my parents' house.
Oh
In that
my
basement.
god!
That couch that is
I
probably.
wondered why
it's
it
probably a
smelled
different
weird.
couch now.
Oh no.
Here we go, Mom and Dad.
Here's how I handled the situation. I kicked Brandon in the ribs and moved him out of the way because I was pissed off and panicking. I grabbed a bar of soap and just started scrubbing the carpet. No water.
He remembers this very
Just started
differently
scrubbing.
than
Just
I
started
do.
scrubbing his
He
puke.
remembers this
It'll get
very
clean.
different.
It'll be clean. It'll be clean. It'll be clean.
Just mushing
No,
puke into the
hold-
carpet with
hold-
soap.
I
Yeah,
know. I
didn't
know where
even
you're
clean
going.
up the puke.
but
Oh
no, no.
my
I know.
God.
I know where you're going.
all
Our buddy
over your hand.
Jacob was doing that.
That's
Jacob,
awful.
you sat on the ground crying. You got weepy, saying that your parents were going to cut your balls off and they were never going to let you see your girlfriend again.
Nah, I was cleaning the puke. I was scrubbing the floor. I
While
remember
you were
that.
weeping.
I wasn't there, bro. But it's fucking hilarious either way that you didn't use any
was
water.
weepy.
No.
You didn't use any hot.
Just
you
a
did
dry
nothing.
bar of soap.
You didn't even
The
clean
puke
up the
made
puke.
the suds.
No, you're right. You're
Jacob,
right.
and you were-
because
yeah.
he was the one that was on the couch when
Yeah.
you hulked it up to
and I
puke under it.
picked it up.
And
I puked under the
my
thing.
whole thing about it was you couldn't have just like puked on the floor.
Can we stop and talk about the fact that, like, okay, so when you guys go to puke, right? Like typically in my experience, when I go to puke, I don't have any muscle in my body because I'm about to excrete my entire insides
yeah.
into a toilet.
Just
all of
weak
your
as
power.
fuck.
Can we talk
Immediately,
about the
like,
fact that the
just-
fucking Hulk over here not only had to
Held it
puke,
in
but
to
then
lift the
fucking
couch.
lifted up a sleeping man
Yeah.
on a couch and then puked underneath it and hid it from everybody? What the fuck?
Like, yeah, I'm just blackout drunk. It's fine though. I'm fine.
And I
That's
immediately-
blackout strength for
Oh, yeah.
sure,
I
dude.
immediately
yeah.
told on myself though. I was like, dude, I puked under the couch.
and the thing
I
was
can't imagine if you hadn't told on yourself.
That's blackout
would've
panic
sat there
puke if I've
forever.
ever heard it before in my life.
I remember hearing I puked on the couch, and so I look at it and there's no puke on it, and I'm like,
It's fine, bro.
no, I was like, what? He's like, I puked under the couch, and then like my drunk wheels started turning, and I'm like,
You son of a bitch.
I like
Thinking
in
about how we're
my
gonna
head.
The
clean
black
it
couch
up.
Exactly. Well,
downstairs.
No,
It was
no,
the
no,
green
no,
one
no.
at that
It was
time.
those. It was
Okay,
there. It was a
okay.
green. But no. In my head, I just pictured him going. but then he was like, "Nah, I picked it up," and I puked under the couch.
Oh my god, dude.
So no, he's right. So the kid that was sleeping on the couch got up because I was bawling.
Jacob
Feared
was
for your
sober. He
Yes,
did not have
no,
a drink the whole night.
Exactly. I was because
It's true. You're.
We were ham boned.
Yeah. I get
Yeah,
it.
well,
I
we
get
were
it.
drunk, but I was thoroughly convinced that my parents would wake up in the morning and be like, "Well, it smells like puke down here. Did you guys drink? Oh my god, my son. Nope. Yep. You're the issue.
it
Here."
was you. It was your
Yeah,
fault.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
You had your
and-
friends over. This is your
and
fault.
I was 100% convinced that my parents would never let me see my girlfriend at the time again, ever. And so I was just on the floor, just a wreck.
How old were you?
Bad bitch.
16?
16.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was
That
his
is- that is the
16th
It
number
was my
one fear.
16th birthday.
I
That
was
is the number one
15.
fear in life at
Yeah.
that point. Like,
Yeah.
my parents are never going to let me kiss a
Yep.
girl ever
Yep.
again. That's going to be the worst
Yep.
thing in the entire world.
Do you guys know after your Bayou show that I threw up all over Lane's car?
Which
Yes.
Bayou show?
the
The-
last Bayou show we played.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that the
With
Presley Avenue
and Records?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
the
a year
mashup
ago.
show
Like
Yep.
a
Literally-
year ago.
where
Over a
I
year ago.
played like every fucking set?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more of
I-
those. That was fucking brutal.
Oh my god, people were feeding me tequila shots, and I felt rude not to take them because that's who I am as a person. So by the time,
it's the show that I busted my head
Yeah,
open.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
It's-
where
that's
your,
where you
your
got
life
your-
scar comes from.
Harry
When-
Potter scar, dude.
when you guys were like, "Hey, you want to go back to Matt's?" I was like, I gotta go home. And we're driving down the road, and I'm just like, I'm gonna throw up. And he's like, okay, throw up. And I'm like, okay. And so I did, and I just painted the whole
side of the car.
And so I woke up the next morning, and he's still asleep, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go take your car to the car wash. I'll be back.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I,
'cause-
That's
'cause-
good, though.
Yeah, it was badass.
Fuck
but like,
yeah.
like Jason was buying shots. Presley Avenue was
Well,
buying
well,
shots.
The
between
bar had
between
an
the
open
three
tab.
bands, we had like what
I mean,
$250.
this guy had 3 different bar tabs.
yeah.
Him alone had 3
I think
different bar
I
tabs.
think I had $100 by myself. between the
So
three
this
bands.
is
She
your
got-
fault.
Yeah. So she got.
Don't
is
blame
your
your drunken accidents on my
So
on my drunkenness.
She ended up drinking like 9 or 10 shots of tequila
In like an hour.
in an hour and a half or
It was
2
so
hours.
bad.
Like
When I drink tequila, I just fall right into my face.
See,
Yeah,
and
that
I
happened right out here, actually.
Oh,
right
I
out
really
here.
wish that
Yes,
happened.
did.
I wish that I had have done
That's
that. I
funny.
didn't. I
Yeah.
freaked all over the car.
I wish I would have.
She got out. Oh man, she got out of the Toyota
And I
and
dropped my phone, and I was like, gonna bend over to pick it up.
she dropped her phone and she went to pick it up, and the whole
Just-
weight of the
Right.
world
The
was
world
just
just
like,
I, like,
nope,
twisted on
you're
her.
going to
It
the
looked like I got,
ground.
gravity
lip
got
injection.
real
She
strong.
caught
that
her fucking.
Oh.
She broke
It was
her
so
fall
bad,
on her
like-
lip. Like that's what.
My
That's
whole
what hit the
entire
ground
body weight
first.
fell into my
Boom.
lip. Yeah.
Like, imagine bending down to pick up your cell phone and you fall onto your lip. That's what
Oh.
she did.
Yep.
My friend did that into my house. So she got out of the car and was trying to walk into the house.
Oh, shit.
Slipped in the mud,
Mm.
fell. Her whole shit is muddy. Falls into my front door. There's like handprints and streaks and then into my house, and there's mud all over my fucking carpet everywhere. And I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Sounds like an
And-
Avery moment.
You know,
right there.
you know what
Fucking
was funny
Monte.
that night is the one that was really messed up was
The other chick that threw up on the fucking welcome mat.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. And so we're
Kim
we're-
doesn't think that's very funny. I don't think.
So pissed.
we're trying to, or everyone in the house is trying to clean up the girl that fell in the mud, and I'm outside trying to comfort the girl who puked all over the welcome mat 'cause she's trying to get a ride home. And
Anybody, like just calling random
I was
fucking people.
I was
in her
hammered,
phone.
and I'm like, I'll give you a ride home. She's like, no, you're drunk.
Oh my
No.
god.
And so and then like 9 people from Butch's ended up showing up at the
From
house
people I don't know.
from nowhere.
I don't know who told
They
them
just,
where
like,
I
walk-
The
live.
after party just
They-
showed
yeah.
up.
They-
No.
They just like walk in the front door.
So glad
And
that
I'm like,
wasn't
you
my
gotta
house
get
that
the
night. Oh
fuck
my
outta
god.
here.
I would have been
It's
so pissed.
Straight up,
Oh.
just like they walk in, they just walk in. They didn't knock. They didn't like. I was sitting.
Nope.
I lived at that house, and they didn't even ask me what's
Nope.
up. They just walked in.
Yeah.
I would have cut the power on my
Oh,
own house.
immediately.
Yeah.
Dude,
Breakers,
I
went to the breakers, went to the breakers, and just splat. Go
I
home.
Went out there and I was like, you gotta go.
Turn
I don't
the
know
water
who you
off, cut the
are,
breakers.
Where you
Freaky
came
European sex asses out
Well,
of my
Yes.
house.
The one guy was like, "Well, we were at Butch's. You guys were at Butch's. Someone said the party was here." I'm like, and I wanted to just
Absolutely
like,
not.
I wanted to kick the door in and be like, "Who told these people to come here? Because they are leaving right now."
Which one of you assholes
They gotta
has
go.
my address and
You-
was spreading it around the bar?
Whoever
Somebody
told them has
fucking
to drive them home.
Pinged you. It was like, here,
So-
come
Yeah,
here.
no
Yeah,
shit.
no.
Mm-mm.
The Grateful Dead after party is not at my house.
No. And I'm not one of those people.
Trucking.
This
I
is not the
love
place
to,
you go to
keep
puke
going
and
with
fall
my
asleep at
friends.
tonight. That's not how this works.
Yeah, I love to keep going with my friends. If it's my friends and we're at my house, that's great.
Yeah,
it's chill.
totally
It's cool.
4, 5, 6 people,
Random.
like this
Yeah.
kind of a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but if
totally
it's-
fine.
like,
Totally
If you
fine.
got random people I don't even know, no, get up the fuck out of my
No,
house.
get out. Yeah.
A quarter of Butch's shows up. Or like,
Unless it's then that's just the thing. Unless it's a planned thing, like we're planning on having an after party, so come by, But if it's one of those things where it's like we played a show, we want to go home and like chill and like unwind for a little bit and have some beers and do our thing, then I don't need the whole goddamn bar showing up at that point.
Absolutely
Like
not.
nope. That's gonna be
Fuck that.
that's gonna be a turnaround and leave immediately.
well, it was scary because we didn't know any of these people, and they're just walking into our house. Like,
That's how you get drugged and raped.
yeah.
Well, and that's like, I'm like, I have shit in my house that I don't want people around or touching or seeing. And that's why I'm very particular about who's in my house. And so now these random people are in my house and I'm like, that fucking skews the shit out of me.
You see, we have an Xbox One and a fucking 4K TV. Like, you saw, no, I don't need that.
Yep.
I don't need that. I don't want that. No.
I just don't need that in my life.
People
I don't need
have
to wake
really
up.
sticky fingers.
Oh, exactly.
I don't need to wake up tomorrow hungover and pissed off because I can't fucking
Yeah.
Find
watch
anything
TV.
in my house.
Yeah,
because
like-
you took it all.
And I hate to think of people that way, but it's just the reality of life.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
now, man, people are more desperate to do shit like that now for sure
Yeah.
because there's less jobs, people are out of work, like
It's ridiculous.
things are, which I don't know. I don't want to get political or anything, but like something's got to give at some point, right? Like no one's got jobs right now. People are. I was having this conversation with Becca in the car the other day. I was like, I don't know how those people that got laid off like in March or
Can I
whatever.
have one of those?
And still haven't gotten their unemployment and like still haven't gotten all the shit. I don't know how those fucking people have survived. Like if that was me, I definitely wouldn't have my house right now. There's no way. There's
So I
absolutely
will-
no way.
I will tell you. So I worked at the unemployment office for a hot minute.
Oh,
During
okay.
this time.
Ooh, we've got an insight
Insider.
here.
Got a
So
hot take.
Nice.
they are basically. I mean, the influx is insane.
Yeah,
It's-
I know. Yeah, it's
It is
crazy.
so crazy, but they are giving more money and they are giving it for longer periods of time.
Okay.
So if you are directly impacted by COVID, like you lost your job,
Your
because
company shut down.
Yeah. Then you are getting like way longer extended periods of time to be laid off, and so they're paying you more money. Like for what, like 5 months, everybody was making like $1,100 a week on unemployment. Yeah. So they were doing just fine. And if you planned well,
There's our
you had
dumbasses in
money.
the warehouse all summer.
What are we doing?
I know.
Damn it!
But that got
we're
cut
over here.
off.
They
That
wave
got cut off
$1.50
now.
in our face, and we're like, yeah. Well, meanwhile,
500.
everyone over here is getting $1,200. Not over here, but over here is
Yeah.
getting $1,200 a week.
You should have just faked a
bums.
cough, dude, and just like,
Oh,
so
shit,
sick.
COVID.
God, I guess. No kidding.
Can't do that now.
No, and
joke about that now.
you want to know what's really crazy is like I working at Walmart as like a department manager. I have a lot of experience, and having worked customer service, as you know, for damn near 10 years.
Too long.
I've got a lot of experience in that field, and I applied for just to simply get out of Walmart. I simply I see you staring at that
I
camera.
was watching.
He pointed
Looked
it
over
out,
at Becca,
so I
and
was
she
like-
just saw.
Was you looking?
I
Probably.
applied at Target for seasonal work, and they, everyone is hurting for seasonal
I
work
worked at
right
Target for a little bit.
now. And I was denied.
Really?
Yeah,
This
They-
is while you're working at Walmart, right?
Yeah,
I told
this
him
was- this
he's
was like a month
older
ago,
than their age demographic,
probably.
and they were
But-
like, no.
But
You're not in the turnover gap
Yeah.
that they're used to
I,
filing in at this time of year.
I applied for seasonal work. There was a question that was like, would you be willing to work permanently if that was about? I was like, yes. What's your schedule? Completely open, 100%. Don't care.
Just
Sunday
give
through
me hours.
Saturday,
Yeah.
100%. And the next day they emailed me. I was like, yeah, we didn't pick you.
Really?
And I'm like,
You would think a dude that goes in with nothing going on, just looking for a job, with good references and
Yeah,
good background and
experience,
good experience in retail and shit, you think they'd be like, well, yeah, duh.
I figured I would get a call the next
Were you
day.
overqualified, you think?
I mean,
That's a good
maybe. I don't
possibility.
know. I
I don't
didn't
know.
think about that.
Again, like there is definitely a marginal age range and like what they look for seasonal hires, because they know it's turnaround work and it's not going to be like super dependable, and it's just, you just
Right.
need some people in there. It's basically the more hands the better. Doesn't really matter what they're doing. We just need multiple people in here moving shit around.
And especially if their regular staff is fully staffed.
Yeah, exactly.
If they have a continual staff that's there,
Uh-huh.
yeah, they asked you if you'd be permanent, but
But
who the fuck
it's not
knows?
probably not going to happen.
It just kind of blew my mind. I'm like, especially
weird.
in this job climate, like.
Did you put down that you were like a department manager at Walmart? So maybe that's why. That could be why too.
they're like,
oh,
oh, shit,
well,
he's going to come in
he's
and
a
take
department
over.
manager. He's saying he's got all this time. That fucker's working 40 hours a week. They're like, a little bit keen to that. I don't know. I have no idea
Well,
how
and
any of that
I
shit works.
applied
so.
at Albertsons as a department manager as well, and they were basically like, "Well, we like your references and your job history, but we're just not gonna, we'll keep you in the loop for 90 days." But that's
Weird.
yeah,
It's a weird thing.
Weird, dude.
I wonder if that is related. I wonder what that's directly related to.
It
I
could
don't
be
know,
like
man.
company issues. Like
Yeah, like he works at Walmart.
he has
is he gonna come in
conflict of
as a
interest.
spy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a conflict of
a
interest.
Walmart spy.
Maybe it's just you. They don't
It could
like
be.
you.
I don't know. Maybe they looked me up on Facebook and was like, "Oh my god, he looks like."
Like
a
they see
heathen."
this
Look
dude
at
on
this
paper and they're
grungy
like,
guy.
"Damn, dude, bring this guy in." And then they see his photo on Facebook and they're like, "All right, call this guy and tell him like we're gonna go a different direction."
Hard
Already
pass. He
smell
looks like he
the
does
photo.
drugs.
It's terrible.
I feel like well, I don't know. I don't know how stereotyping works anymore in Wyoming. I've had my job for a
Well,
long ass time now. So
I know that there's been some jobs that I've been accepted at that I was like, really? You hired
I know.
me? Like,
I did that with the school district. I just got hired on with the school district. I've got tattoos, gauge years, all that.
Yeah.
And not a word was mentioned about that.
and I
Just-
know that's changed over even the last like 5 years. I know that's been a huge change because
Even with the healthcare field, like nobody ever mentions like I have hand tattoos.
yeah,
I'm like,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody
And
ever says anything
And like
about
a
it.
ton of employees at Wyoming Medical Center. Like one of my ex girlfriends
Covered.
that works there, she's got full sleeve and like she has knuckle tats and shit, and like she kicks ass at her job. She's really good at it. I think that's more what they're concerned about now.
Honestly, I think that's fantastic. Like, if that's the way
It's
we're
true-
going
right.
to go, like, what I look like doesn't matter how I do
Yeah.
my job. If I can
It
do
has
a good
nothing to
job,
do with
then-
how the knowledge that I have and my experience.
I
you
really
know.
think discrimination based on just
ridiculous, dude.
just based on visuals is just ridiculous.
ridiculous, man. That's profiling. Like
Oh, yeah,
when it comes right
absolutely.
down to it, like that's profiling. You
You
can't.
like using that word.
I love it, dude. It's my favorite thing
Well,
to use.
but
And the
then
other day at work, he said that like 80 times.
yeah, I'm sure he did.
you
Profiler,
think, you,
profiler.
Yeah.
you think about. You
Am I
think
wrong?
About,
No, not at all.
I mean, you think about people who are other colors and other races, and they get it a whole lot worse than we do.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, having a couple tattoos and getting told no is one thing.
That can go.
You
That
know.
can. we don't live in a diverse enough state or even city for me to actually see that in action. The only thing that I see as far as discrimination based on race, race being the number one thing, and then sex being the second one. The only thing that I see on that really is stuff that I see on the news, and I don't know if that's inflated or not. I'm sure some of it is, but I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. It seems like people that are.
I mean, like my experiences with the past company that I worked with, I definitely saw men in my field with less experience than me making more money from
Every
their
time.
perspective.
Were they cooler than you though? Did they like? Did they just like?
They would outwardly tell me how much they made, more than me. So there was, it was like, it wasn't hidden. It wasn't a thing. And
so it's just that glass ceiling.
They just
Yeah.
negotiated.
Super
They
hard glass
negotiated
ceiling.
their contract better than you did, and you need to start negotiating.
I wish that was as simple as it was.
Go in there and just be like, "Hey, I'm worth it. I'm worth this amount, and I will learn how
I
much
did
these guys
actually.
make." And
That's why I left
pay
that
me
company. I went in and I told them, I said, listen, you gave this person this position over me. And they had half my experience, half my whatever rapport with other people. And they gave my job to someone else. And they offered me like 20 cents more. And I was like, that's not enough
You're
to
like,
get me to stay here.
That is nothing.
No. And they were like, well, that's as good as we can do. Sorry. When I knew that
You're
there
like,
were other, yeah.
No.
And there were other people there with less experience,
I object.
all this other stuff. Yeah, making like $5-6 more than me, and I was like, "This is crap. I'm out."
butter right there. Butter.
That was good. That was really good.
It's
Oh, he does that all the time.
blue.
It's the weight of the beard. It
Yeah,
hurts.
I know that the glass ceiling exists. I know that's a thing. Like
I'm
that's
not saying it's everywhere, but
and I know that Wyoming, well, I don't know if I know this for sure. I don't have any actual evidence to back this up. There might be some out there, but I know that Wyoming has had a reputation for being a men's state.
Yes.
Unless you're going through the legal system, because then it's totally a women's
Unless
state.
it's a
Also true,
custody
also
battle.
true.
See, that's the thing.
which
yeah,
I
that's the
won't
thing.
back
Unless you
either.
want
There's
your
some
kids.
shitty
Yeah,
ass moms
yeah.
out there.
Absolutely,
Unless
that
she wants
get
your-
assistance and food stamps and housing,
Yeah.
and they are like on meth.
Unless they
But,
want your stuff, and then it's
Yeah.
like a women's state. Then
Hey.
it's just
Do you mind if I go pee real quick?
go pee, dude.
Oh, good lord.
Lane's gonna. So we put tallies on the screen for every time someone has to interrupt and go pee. So Lane's got one,
I already broke.
Will you throw this away while you're there?
and then whoever's got the most tallies at the end loses.
Yeah,
we
but
haven't figured out
like,
what to do yet.
I
with
gotta
the-
move because of this now.
So that's the thing. He's disrupting the whole thing because that's why he gets a tally.
Streaking
and
down
it's
the
gonna
street.
go ding, and it's gonna pop up right above me. I don't know if I'm that good at editing. I don't know if I can actually do that or not.
This is inconvenient. Dude, it's so
Straight
annoying
up
to
make
me
him run
how
naked
you
down
are.
the street.
Watch-
I'm
see, now he's got his
100%
mic stand
into
all
that.
fucky.
You're
Now you got to
sta-
sit that way until he comes back, dude. You just got to like face into the cameras. So if you've got a monologue, now's the time, dude. Like,
Yeah,
deliver.
just talk it out. Give
Lane,
it all to us.
You really need to change who you are as a person. I hope you can hear me in the bathroom right now.
I hope you're not pooping in the
You just
bathroom.
need to-
A 40-minute Brandon poop.
That's gonna be.
Oh no!
She called
At
it.
least it doesn't stick to the toilet when it's done.
Just like the full on.
No.
Just
talked about that the
torpedo
other
it
day.
down the
Like
hole.
it's like he's mixing cement and just slaps it on
Oh
the
my
back.
god! Yes, that's
Some
amazing.
Fucking quickcrete on the back.
It's like
of the
checking
toilet.
to see if the noodles are cooked all the way.
Yeah.
Just throw them against the
And
wall.
they're
They
done.
stick, and then they're
Those
done.
noodles have been processed.
I will tell you. I walked into a women's bathroom. Men, okay. Women,
Oh, this is awesome, actually.
yes,
Yeah.
women think
Let's
that
get
men are
into it.
more disgusting than
Women
women.
are disgusting.
Women are so much more disgusting. I walked into a
Period
women's
blood.
bathroom.
Oh, well, I was gonna say,
on
I
the
know.
toilet
seat.
seats.
Well, I was gonna
And
say
on the
that's
wall. Like,
that's-
why are you
Yeah.
drawing with your poop in the
Who's doing
women's
that?
bathroom?
And second, why are you shit spraying the entire seat? Like that's not.
Why is
So
there poop
women-
on the
doing
floor?
this?
women do it too, huh? They've
Oh.
got so they've got spray paint poops.
It is like, and it's so much worse because you
I'm
just
learning
like
so much right
you
now.
have
And then,
the
like,
idea
they don't
of who
wash
it is
their
in your
hands
head.
because you can hear when they leave.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're a woman. You should absolutely be washing your hands.
Like, men-
Gotta
If
get
If you're a
in
man,
there.
you should be washing
Yeah,
your hands.
like,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
wear
yeah.
your
Nobody.
butt.
Yeah, but women
I mean,
actually get in
I'm
there,
wiping
like,
poop out of my butt too. Like
your
I'm
hands.
gonna wash that
Yeah,
thing when it comes out of there. Like that's not good.
and it happens so much more than you think. Like women will straight just, and
Or
I don't
like
know if it's out
leave
of
their
an,
tampon in the toilet.
oh, yeah, that's the worst.
I hate
See,
like
that's
that.
that's the thing. Like I'm fully on board with that. Like everyone says that men have like gross, disgusting bathrooms and shit, and I've always been on the page that's like, dude, women, and this is, sorry, it gets real. Women bleed all over the place, man. Like, and that's way worse than any amount of shit that can be in a toilet.
And the
Just-
fact is that
Who did you
don't have
murder
to
in
wipe
here?
your fingers on the toilet seat. I don't know, like
You don't
one,
have to touch
why
the
are you
toilet
touching
at all,
it? Yeah.
except for with your ass. And I recommend that you just squat. Actually,
lay down some
That'd be
paper.
the hover.
Yeah,
There's
hover.
stuff there everywhere. And like
Bubba.
I don't understand because there are moments as a woman you
Jump
go
up
in
here,
there
Lane. We're talking about shit. It's
Yeah.
right down your alley.
as a woman you go in there and you see like just like blood
Stall
finger
after
wipes
stall after
and you're
stall
like
that you
what did
can't
you
go
do?
in.
Why did you
She
do
got
this?
it on her finger and she had to get the grossness.
There's
off.
toilet
There-
paper,
literally
bro.
right there or a sink like
Go wash your hands.
Yeah, but her first instinct was like, oh, ew.
which is fine but like
You're in public. You need to stop.
Oh, it's fine. Do
What'd
you guys
you
have? Do
do?
you guys have sound?
I have
cut out
left.
half of my guy. cut
That's all
out.
right. I've been half for a little while now, so
it'll be
you know what I'm
Sorry.
talking
It'll be
about,
right.
Brandon.
God, see, he did
You know what
more.
I'm talking about.
See?
he did more.
If he would just
That's why he gets the tally.
take a long look.
It goes
we
up on
were
the thing.
on the
I'll do it
subject
again.
of women's
Values
bathrooms being
and his
disgusting.
morals.
Oh, I've never been in a women's bathroom.
Well, we were
Try
talking
it
about
out.
like the different, like people always say that men's bathrooms are totally disgusting, but like they were, we've never really thought about the other side of it. I
It's
mean,
just
you do,
as
but
bad.
it's
I've
not-
cleaned a man's bathroom like when I worked at Village Inn and stuff, and like there's like dip in the urinal, and,
And
like
sometimes
it's
there's piss
not
on the
that
floor.
great, but like
Typically,
whatever.
my experience, there's usually piss under the urinals. That's
Yeah,
like the
and that's-
biggest thing.
or just,
How
like,
the fuck are
fumes
you not hitting
everywhere.
the urinal when you're pissing?
The
Like,
thing
what
that
is that?
I don't know.
separates it is that only
What's
a
the
man
amount
will
of drip going on there that you got so much underneath the urinal?
As a woman, though,
The
I
hell
would
is
rather
happening?
clean up piss on the floor than blood on the seat.
Yes.
like
Oh, yeah.
100%.
blood
Piss is
anywhere,
sterile.
anytime.
100%.
Well, for the most part, piss is sterile.
Yeah. I
Blood is
women are
pathogen.
disgusting.
You think you're
Pathogen.
gross? Only a man will go in there and still jerk off on that same toilet.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, I'm not saying
My cot.
I went into a women's restroom one time, and
Thanks,
the
man.
same kind of situation that you guys were talking about earlier, like hearing a dude just scream bloody murder. But it was
Fighting
this
demons
girl
in that
just
stall.
fucking grunting her life away.
Getting caught on Kim's stands thing.
Oh, sorry, I have to be close.
Yeah, I've got left, but I'm good.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna have that.
Cool.
It's all right.
No, it's,
We do the one-sided-
I had both, but now,
Yeah.
now it's gone.
Yeah, that's all right. That's why you get the tally. Ding! I'll do it again.
It's
Ding!
all right, dude.
If I can remember to do
I
it
had to
6
pee.
times
I
in
don't
the editing,
care.
I'll do
I
it.
had to pee. I don't care. Fuck you.
you're the one that brought on
That's
this whole
not nearly as
conversation.
bad, dude. You guys have seen the podcast with like From Ash to Stone. Shout out, boys. Where fucking Cody and Josh get up to piss, and the fucking interview with North Grant and Sean got up to piss like 16 times. So
Yeah.
one time, you're all right, man.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You hold that shit like a man.
Brandon's still not into it.
I broke the seal before this even started, so you were 40 minutes late. So you
Seal that shit
You
back
took a
up,
40-minute
motherfucker.
dumper. Yeah. Took a-
Which is what
Shut
started.
up.
but I
the
appreciate you
whole-
doing
is-
that at
this
your
is
house
all
and not
of
here,
Did it at my
regardless.
house.
Yeah. This is the whole conversation that started talking about women are more
That's
disgusting.
where,
than
that's where it all started.
Lane's
Flat out, they just are.
unabashedly lays dumps everywhere he can.
Hey man, you
It's
gotta
almost,
poop. You gotta poop.
it's almost like a badge of pride for you. You're
Oh,
just like,
it
I'm taking a
absolutely
shit in
is.
This guy's house. This guy's
I've
house.
pooped in Texas, in Oklahoma,
See?
in Kansas, in
He comes out of the bathroom at home
It's like
and
a
I'm
Johnny
like,
Cash
I pooped in
song.
all those places.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pooped in
Yeah.
all those
I
places.
pooped
See?
everywhere, man.
Yes. So is it like a normal thing for like when you guys when you travel out and go to bathrooms? Is the hover like a normal thing? or
Oh,
is it-
absolutely.
every time.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Every time,
You
huh?
do not sit on that toilet
if,
because
if
of the,
I
like,
can get a cover, I'll do that.
But they don't ever have them. And
No,
you
no,
don't
they're
want to
always
spend
out.
like
They're always
45
out.
minutes like wrapping the seat in toilet
Because
paper.
that's exactly what it does. And you know that one layer is not enough.
No, you have to wrap
So-
it. So
I just always sit on the fucking toilet seat.
We're past
I don't know.
the point of no return. If I'm shitting in public, I'm like, let's go. We're here. We're here. We're at the doorstep.
Might
Let's
as well
go.
just sit on it.
if
I
you
don't
squat,
care.
it's like a little easier. Like
I-
try
Yeah.
it. Try
Yeah.
it.
I'm
Just try
not
it. Don't
Well,
back
no,
until you
no,
try it.
no.
Toilet.
It's
No.
not a squat, it's a hover.
There's
It's a hover.
Yeah.
Sorry, a hover.
There-
You don't
there's-
touch the
a
bum
weird-
hover,
It's almost
dude.
harder
Don't
than
touch
squat
anything.
hover.
Don't touch anything at all.
there's
Try
that-
not to
that-
touch the floor.
There's that squatty.
Just
There's that
flush.
squatty body
Levitate.
thing.
Yeah, squatty
Put
potty.
your knees above your hips.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you put-
He's getting one for
It's
Christmas for
supposedly
sure.
sweet. It's supposedly
Sweet.
it's supposedly
kinda want one too.
mimics the way like
Yeah, it's just
Homo
a
sapien
stool
would
that goes
poop in
underneath the.
nature.
It just goes in front of the toilet, and you
Yeah,
put your
yeah.
feet up on it, and it brings your knees up.
Because
Exactly.
apparently we pinch our colons when
Yeah.
we're trying
Yeah.
to take
Well,
a
it
shit.
makes sense.
90 degrees is not
Yep.
good.
exactly.
You gotta
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
gotta
curve
be
that
up.
shit up.
Dude, I poop so well right now. I can't even imagine what it's gonna be like when I get a squatty potty.
He'll never leave
Straight
the
up.
bathroom
So
ever.
well.
Just
What
If
poop
it just,
so
if
well
it just
right now.
falls out, that's not well.
no. It's not that
If
it
it
falls
just
out.
falls out.
I'm very regular.
You shouldn't push too hard though. That causes hemorrhoids.
Same.
No, you don't push
Same.
too hard.
I'm
but
regular.
It's just a regular
How many-
flow. It doesn't just open up like a fucking Stargate and it's brrr, it comes the fuck
Hey,
out.
if you got that, you got to see a doctor. How many times you poop a day?
He'll verify.
How many?
At
Three?
least
at
He
least
likes
3.
to tell everybody
You get
when
poop and
he's,
get
when
paid,
he's
though.
having a
That's
bowel
fair.
He
movement.
poops every morning for sure. I can definitely vouch
Everyone
for
should.
that.
Everyone. What are you talking? Everyone should poop
Well,
every
yeah,
morning.
you should.
I
If you
ate the
don't
night
poop-
before. I'm going
Yeah.
to poop when I wake
If you
up.
don't
right?
poop in the morning, then your whole day is fucked up.
Plus a midnight
Right.
Because
snack.
then you can't.
I will typically take a dump. This is for everyone. This is for everyone. Welcome to my
It's
life.
been
I
for
will
everyone.
wake up. I will wake up in the morning and typically take a dump right when I wake up. Boom. Then 8:20 a.m. Boom. Scheduled. You can ask him. It's between 8:10 and 8:20. Boom. I'm in that bathroom. Guaranteed.
Tell me.
Then probably an afternoon one, because I'm on a lunch. You know, I got
Yep.
the what's left of the coffee plus the lunch, and then
professional, dude.
most likely one when I get home that night.
And then one
Four.
before bed or not?
Depends on the
No,
food.
because that'll turn into the morning poop.
Depends on the
The
food.
dinner will roll
Yeah.
over
It
into
just
the morning
depends on
poop.
what you eat for dinner, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm
if
about
I have
there.
if we have a big greasy disgusting dinner, probably gonna dump before bed.
That gas is
Yeah,
gonna
But
hit you right
typically
now.
we've been doing okay, so I'd go 4 a day.
Yep, and that's how I am.
We've been doing
And-
okay.
And she's
Good.
like,
We've
she's
been
like,
making
one of
good
those is a
dinners.
board.
You
meal.
don't cook
One
like
of those
shit
is a
anymore.
board
We've been
meal.
making good dinners.
she'll go like 2 days, and she'll be like, I just realized I didn't poop today, and I'm
Wow.
like,
How the
Yeah,
Who
but
the
my
fuck
okay,
are you?
Let's talk about it though. Let's talk about this.
No.
My system is not okay. like
you need to eat more
Clearly,
fiber.
if you're only
No, no, no.
shitting once a day,
it's well, sometimes not. But
You have, like,
if I
40
Yeah, she'll
feet
go.
of
A,
extra
she'll go a day without
24
pooping at all.
hours, no dumps.
yeah.
That sometimes
It just happens. It's a girl system. I
look
swear
up,
to God.
I think there's something on Google Docs about that.
Like once a day.
Yeah,
I feel like once
it is.
a day.
It
Yeah.
is a girl thing. It's our
Once a
bodies.
day.
It's our systems. Unless you're on
I'll
your
be
period, then that's a
cranky
whole
as
different
shit.
And
story.
I'll be going
fucking
to the
diarrhea
gym.
I'm gonna be
every
mad.
day.
I'm gonna be very
mad.
concerned if I'm only taking one dump in a day. I'm
would
gonna
be
be
pissed.
concerned with myself.
And
Like,
sometimes
what
you
is
just
wrong?
need one good one.
Well,
and
like
it's like in the
unless
morning.
I'm drinking coffee.
4 good ones.
yeah.
They're all good
Caffeine.
ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're
Yeah,
all good poops.
I've never once had a bad poop.
Well,
I
I've
don't know.
had bad poops, but like typically when I'm on my normal,
Hot.
dude,
Jaeger.
a whiskey shit is not a good
Oh,
poop.
yeah.
No,
Drinking and
no. I can handle whiskey shits. It's the Jaeger shits
Jaeger.
that are the worst.
It's
Jaeger's-
any
isn't
alcohol
Jaeger
trouble for me.
technically
any
whiskey?
alcohol.
What is Jaeger? Well, there's a question. What's
What
Jaeger?
is Jaeger?
Jaeger is in
Black licorice.
Yeah, it's, an
a
anise
Is it a
liqueur.
liqueur?
So what is that? What is that?
Anise is the licorice flavor.
It's
the black
anise.
licorice
It's
flavor.
anise and little metal shavings,
They just tell you fuck right off.
No.
Drink
and
this.
it just
The
takes
only-
the insides out with it. As
only
it
reason-
comes out.
the only
It
reason
acts like
you-
a drill bit. It
Just-
just
The only
That
reason
was
you
the
had a
first
problem
thing
with
I
that is
ever
'cause of
drank,
your
and I
gout.
chugged like a half a bottle of it. Like,
Mine was
right
Goldschlager.
away.
Oh, there's
Hard
okay.
pass.
So we can go around. So Becca's first hard alcohol was Jaeger.
Peppermint schnapps, but like on my own accord.
Okay. So the
Jaeger.
first time that you ever got like
on
yeah,
my
the-
own
shit
accord.
face.
yeah.
The first time I had out real alcohol, somebody just fucking poured that shit in my mouth. So I took it.
Just drink it.
So
Yeah.
You grew up in the
Jägermeister-
South, man. I mean,
Jägermeister is a type of liqueur called Kräuterlikör, which is herbal liqueur because it's based
'Cause
on
it's
made from
with
anise.
anise.
which
and what
an
is
herb.
anise?
It's
It's-
that little star herb.
It's
Looks
the
like a
same
seed
thing that
pod.
black
It's like
licorice is made
cinnamon,
out-
kind
made out
of.
Well, I hate black
Google
licorice.
what it looks
so
like and show Matt.
It's like before they put the sand on the sandpaper. They just dump the sand, the fine grout in there.
Sanis.
Sanus.
That's right. And then it tears you up.
It's just a cleaner.
That you're gonna have to
That's
make
what
bigger
anise
pictures,
looks like.
man.
It looks like a starfish.
Yeah. It looks like a little star. They
Oh,
call it
okay.
star anise.
Okay. Star anise, huh?
They
Star
call it star
anise.
anise.
Got some star anise in your
Star
Jaeger,
anise.
everyone.
Also, kind
It's
of
like a
thing.
chocolate starfish.
Yeah, it does look like a starfish to me.
Yeah.
But that's
Or a
what
fucking
that's what
learn something.
Jägermeister and
It tastes
black
like
licorice.
I never come into these podcasts expecting to learn anything. So boom, science
man.
corner, everybody. There we
Thankfully,
go.
real
Yeah.
anise does
From
not
the guy
taste
who
like
ruined everything, apparently. So
Yeah. Which also you made me have to pee, so I'm gonna have to get it.
good
Oh,
luck.
Kim gets a mark. Ding.
Oh, the Tennyson's coming in hot.
Dennisons are
Hey.
they're
I'm
on
gonna
cycle,
cut
bro.
math, though.
At
They're on
least,
cycle.
At least I'm
You coming my
pooping
way?
regular.
Yeah, but I'm not
okay?
gonna trip on these cords.
Just saying. I didn't trip on them either. Not the first
There we
time.
go. Oh, I made it past cords.
it. She's done it. She's done it.
Yeah. At least I poop regular. She don't.
I'm gonna sit here like a
Not pooping in 24 hours
Dude,
is
it
concerning.
makes
to
me nervous.
It's
That
really
makes
weird
that,
to me that you poop so many times a day.
Every
Honestly,
time
maybe
she-
like we need to go to the doctor.
Every time she
4
says,
times a day.
Yeah, you need to
No.
go to the doctor.
Every
and figure
time
out
that
why you're
Kim,
not
every time that
shitting.
Kim says that to me, I'm like,
Are you okay?
Do you need like some like milk and magnesia or something?
Yeah, like, we
what
can
is
get
going
that
on?
out.
When she says that, she's like, "Oh, I haven't
Some
shit in a while. Just go
Pepto-
up there and
Turbolax,
tickle the
baby. I'll
shit
get
out
you
of
some
her.
Turbolax and just start
something.
opening up the floodgates.
Call into work tomorrow, baby. We're doing laxatives.
Yeah.
She'll
Yeah,
she'll
like-
straight up like after like a day and a half, she'll be like, I just realized I haven't pooped since yesterday morning.
That is insane.
She's got a blockage.
And I'm like,
do a little poop shoot action, and then
That doesn't sound
Does
healthy.
she consume large amounts of cheese?
No.
Dairy
No.
of any kind?
No,
I mean, I go
really.
nuts on dairy, and I'm still shit
Dude,
4 times a
Dude,
day.
same
So.
thing.
I will
don't
eat a
drink
quarter
milk
of a
ever.
block of cheese in a day and still poop completely normally.
Yeah, like poop like 3 times that day.
Like-
I'll do it too. I'm not. Come on, I
like
want to eat a quarter of a block of cheese.
like a large Tillamook. Just
yeah,
block.
dude, I'll fucking eat that shit. I'll chunk
Yeah,
on that. It's delicious.
A quarter to him is the large Tillamook. You're just like getting
No,
handful
like
of
a
cheese.
quarter of the
Like a
big
chunk.
block.
Yeah, a chunk of the
like
block, dude.
Like a nice
Bro,
inch
On the
cheese.
regular, those
Like it's
little
a daily
those little
rations.
Tillamook cheese squares, man. Whoa.
I
Love
bring
having
home
those in my fridge.
a lot of cheese.
Love having those in my
I
fridge.
love cheese.
Becca
I
literally used to
absolutely
work
love
at a
cheese.
cheese.
I
She
lived
is.
I am
with
a
you for a while. I
certified
know your love of
cheesemonger.
You know
cheese.
my cheese.
So check this out. There's an actual thing. You can get a license for this shit. Becca is
Cheese
an
license.
actual certified cheesemonger. I'm not even kidding. Right?
Yeah, certified in cheese.
That sounds like
So-
some shit you just found on the
so-
internet. And you're
okay.
like,
No, it's a real deal.
though.
It's a
I
real
worked
deal.
for Murray's Cheese Island, and Murray's is a company based out of New York
Huge
City.
East Coast cheese company.
And they have like
Murray's
cheese
Island.
islands.
Sounds like a theme
in
park I wanna
Kroger
go
stores.
to.
It is. You should go.
It's a cheese theme park.
Cheese theme. Yes. Boom. You walked in at the right time.
Disney World of Cheese.
I want to, and this might be a question for you. I want to eventually make my own cheese, like
Okay.
my own like thing.
You can do like mozzarella and like cream cheese.
No. I mean like legit, like my own fucking
Like-
From his
style
own
of
milk
cheese.
out of his own teeth.
Like
He's gonna
like not-
squeeze
you know,
over.
like there's
I'm
I'm going to milk
like,
my wife and make cheese.
No, God, who are you? No, like
I'm not
you know,
lactating
there's,
right now, so
there's
it's
the you know, you like your mozzarella, your Gouda, your Havarti, all that. I want to make a whole new sub,
good.
whatever you call them, subgenre of cheese. That's my own.
So you want to like cross
How do you-
pollinate cheeses?
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you go about? Is there like a licensing?
It starts with chromosomes.
So they
You need an
do-
XY and then an XX, and you have to.
I'm asking the cheese expert.
All right.
You shut up.
They do
Wow.
cheese
I
making.
learned this in
sci- I learned it in
at
science
Casper
class.
College. They're $60. And it's like I don't know how long the course is, but they teach you how to do like the whole process.
He's signing up for that right now.
That's
really cool.
legit.
There's a lot of
Dude.
little.
Do you have to
tiny-
get like? Do you have to buy like? Because you know, cheese starts with like with dairy, milk, and like you churn it, right? Kind of similar
I hope-
process to like
I
butter.
hope you don't make cheese
Churn
like
it.
that, because that
Just-
is bad cheese.
What kind of cheese
How
we
do you
talking
know?
about here?
Maybe that's the best cheese.
That's dick cheese.
Ugh.
You know how
Cheese
you know
is
how
not okay.
No,
Car- you
that's
know how
like
Cartman
fermented
makes
cheese.
Asperger's,
That's not
right?
Okay.
You don't want any cheese under.
No. There are women that make bread from
Chil-
their yeast, though.
Chili con carne.
Yes,
That is a real
a
thing.
vaginal
What?
vagina
Why
yeast.
do you
That
know
is
Like-
a thing. I
They're
don't
women.
know why I know
The
these
internet.
things.
The internet
Yeah.
exists,
I've heard
There,
of that. It's
there are
crazy.
women that make bread from their own vaginal yeast.
and
It's
like
a thing,
breast
and beer.
milk soap
Yep.
and stuff.
You know
breast
what's
milk
funny?
cheese.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny? It turns out to be a sourdough every time. Just saying.
There's also a artist who yarn knits with her own period blood. So there's that too.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that.
Oh yeah, she does a live exhibit.
Welcome to life.
I will not be
I will not
googling
be
that.
attending.
There are
I
many
wouldn't.
mental disorders out there.
I'm not gonna
It's
Google
so
that.
good. It's so good.
I
that-
wouldn't.
It's so good that we don't have a Jamie because I don't want to see that either.
Well, I kind of play my own Jamie. So like right now, I was actually thinking about this when I was setting up the thing. Like I don't do any like camera switching or anything when we're doing this because I do it all in post. But like right now, like if I wanted to go from that camera to that camera,
Oh, that'd be a cool transition.
I'm gonna do
right
that
there,
in
yeah.
post now. I'm gonna
Yeah,
cut
you
it
gotta,
and it's
yeah.
gonna be on that camera.
Yeah.
So like it's dumb, but I kind of have to do my own Jamie. So that's why I was saying like I want that picture so I can
yeah.
overlay that in so we can see
I
what we're
Facebooked
talking
that to
about
you.
and like I'll put in that video of you eating shit so you can just see it playing out in the corner like. You're
'Cause
gonna
that-
hear me
'cause-
go, "Is he dead? Did he die?"
Because
Just run up to
camera
him.
down.
that'll
yeah.
be the first time I see it too. So.
Yeah, for sure. It's a cool video. It's neat.
We all saw it from our own perspective, and
we
it
can
was
we can pull it up.
aggressive.
I think I've got it on here.
You know who
I think I
didn't-
was like-
you know who didn't see it? Me.
You didn't see it.
Yeah.
No. No.
But you're gonna see it. You're gonna see you like slide back and like give your wife like a sexy look like you're gonna do something awesome like you
Yeah.
slide like you're being all cool dude
And then-
like
and
you
then
all
I-
slide
and then
back
I
and you're all
fell.
I'm gonna do something awesome and you start walking towards her and then I cover up for a second and then the next second you just see me like did he die and
I
then
want
run
to
up
know
to you
if you can hear me telling him no, because I know that was something
You
that went
might be
down.
able to.
I was like, no, no, don't do this.
You might be able to.
I
We'll have to listen.
I don't remember.
You got to know your own strength, Lane.
I know that's
You
the
gotta
problem.
know-
That's the problem. Is my strength is fine. It's
And
my
drunk
balance
you
that is
has
fucked
no
up.
anything.
It's his balance.
Drunk, you don't give a shit.
I thought it was the shoes.
Well,
the
I know
first
that your
time.
balance
can-
is fucked up
the
because of
first
that
time,
night
the
that you fell off of the
broke
girl's
his
porch.
back, he
We
broke
won't say her name, but you remember we
His
were both
back
hanging
was
out at the
broken.
girl's house, and you fell off her porch that night and fucked your back all up, and you were crippled for like 3 weeks.
That's why you were egoing
No,
for like
no,
2
it was-
months,
that,
dude.
that was my ankle. I fucked my ankle up that.
Was
that-
it your ankle? I
yeah.
thought it was your back.
No,
Well, either way, yeah, your balance is totally where it's at.
that
Yeah,
was
'cause-
horrendous. I
Yeah,
forgot
you
about-
ate
I
you ate
completely
all
forgot
the
about
shit.
that.
walking
Drunk
off
Lane
of there.
has no balance.
So there were
just
there were
none.
3 steps.
Weepy
Drunk
and
Lane
and
took
I-
one
imbalanced.
step.
I took one step.
He went from the top to the bottom.
Did you say weepy and unbalanced? Can we talk about you when you're drunk, please?
What do
Yes.
I do when I'm drunk? I'm mean and funny.
Oh,
Oh, I can't hear you.
That's see, the mic doesn't even want you to say
You do
it.
Yeah.
everything.
Like what?
I've seen you cry. I've also
Yeah.
seen you puke down my car.
One time that happened.
She washed it though.
I did wash it.
Still,
I don't think you
I
ever
own up to
watched
that.
me drunk puke or pee myself.
Have you ever watched me drunk puke?
Yes.
Have you?
Yes.
When? Where?
Here.
Wait. Have you peed yourself then? Because she made that.
No.
up.
Yourself?
I've
wait,
never
you're
Well,
peeing-
I mean,
you're pissing yourself?
no, that's a lie. I have peed myself. I think we all probably have peed ourselves
I
at
have-
one
Oh,
point.
yeah, for
So,
sure.
not-
At one
but
point,
not-
yeah.
Yes, but not while we've been together. No,
No, but not
That's
like
fair.
you've drunk peed yourself.
I don't think I've ever drunk pissed myself.
I've never drunk peed myself.
That's the only time I've ever peed myself.
Have you done
Is
that?
when you're drunk.
I have
Yeah.
woken up. I have woken up
think.
in a bed that somebody pissed in and then left.
Oh.
Without
Did they
telling
pee
me.
on you?
Nope.
Oh, that's
Well,
fair.
not that I know of. I don't know what happened in the middle of the fucking night, so I don't fucking know.
You're fucking R. Kelly, bro.
Yeah, but I know that I woke up in
You
the
need
morning.
a Netflix series.
I
Drip,
woke up
drip,
in the
drip.
morning and was like, well, where'd she go? Like, why is she gone? And didn't think
'Cause
about
she
it,
pissed.
and then went
She
to
pissed
roll
in your
over.
bed.
I rolled over and was like, no, and lifted up the thing and just. That's why she's gone. All right.
Straight peed the bed.
I know her name. I won't say it because I'm a good person and I won't do that to somebody. But
you will tell me after.
I will definitely tell
Oh,
you
for
guys
sure.
that.
Yeah, absolutely. All
Yes.
of us have to know.
Off camera that can
Sorry.
happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You piss in somebody's bed, you get called out.
It's the only time it's ever
That's
happened.
Fair. That's fair though. You
Only time it's
don't
ever
pee in
happened.
people's beds.
Thanks for being respectful on camera, though. But like,
I mean,
Yeah.
at least. So
wanna know.
I will tell you, I picked up one of my friends one time. She knows who she is. I love you. But
If she's cool with it, you can say
she
her
is.
name.
She's
so.
cool. With,
But that's
I'll tell
why
you
I
the
don't
story.
say
Stop
names
it,
because
not.
I know these people wouldn't.
I
be cool
picked
with
her
that,
up.
so.
I got a rescue me call, an SOS at like 7 a.m. I pick her up and she goes, yeah, straight up. She goes, I grabbed my bag and an M&M fell out on his chest, and I said, you could have that. And then she left. Just
Oh, that was when she
Loose-
forgot her sock or
her
panties.
shoes, and straight up had a bag. The bag tipped over. M&Ms rolled out, landed on dude, and she was like, "You can have those," and then just skeet it out. Just was like, "Nah."
You want to
I'm
know?
leaving.
Like, oh yeah, there's some M&Ms also. Bye.
Yeah.
Is I don't know how many mornings we would
That's
go
pretty good.
party, and then one of her friends would sneak over in the morning and get in our bed.
Yep.
And I would wake up like
Yep.
with
Haley.
with someone.
That's a chick thing.
She
with-
probably would do
with
that.
someone
Absolutely, Haley.
between me and my now wife, then girlfriend, and I'm like, I roll over and go to cuddle this person.
You're
I'm
like, oh, that's not.
That's a quick way to get a boner in the back.
like
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
that
Roll
is-
over
like,
and,
th-
like,
that is
Literally
Nuzzle.
my whole life.
Very fast.
Nuzzle
And they
the
will-
bone up next to
This-
you, hoping that
I-
maybe you'll wake up. Oh shit, this is not my lady.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I just remember thinking like
I'm dead.
I
I'm
just remember-
dead. I'm
gonna die.
I just remember thinking like this is foreign boob. I can't do this.
Who is this?
I'm gonna just roll over the other way.
Granted, my friends usually announce themselves.
is
Usually, they're
foreign
like,
boob.
"Hey, I'm getting in,
Dude,
fuck off."
straight up.
So-
like
That's
I
good.
woke up one morning and her friend was in between me and her.
Oh,
And
she
I-
went in between.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
was
yeah.
fishing
to
for
sleep.
some
No,
weird
no,
shit.
just to sleep next to her.
She could have slept on the other side.
I'm
not
on the
in
very
between.
edge. I sleep on the like
Yeah.
hugging the edge,
And I
don't
sleep
like
on the
touching
opposite
people.
edge. I sleep on the edge of the
Sleep
bed.
on the opposite edge.
I sleep
What?
on the edge. It's not because I'm forced to or anything, but I do sleep on the edge of
Okay,
the bed.
I sleep on the edge of the bed.
It's not because I'm forced to or
Is it-
anything.
is it-
tell
is
but
me last
sometimes
night you were
I
like,
sleep on the edge
hey,
of the
can
bed.
you scoot over,
Is it-
please?
3 times I told you that last night.
Is it because you sleep on his edge of the bed?
Correct.
Oh,
You
she
guys
took
have seen
your
those?
side.
Have you guys seen those fucking sheet sets that has the comforter?
Yeah.
It's all
His
black
side.
and it has the dividing line, and his side is 1/8 of the motherfucker, and her side is the rest of it.
You
I'm
don't
getting
want
you
to
that.
know what I did to Lane last night. It's fine.
Oh,
Actually,
we
now,
do.
No.
whoa, now that you mention
It's
it.
not. It's not that.
Well,
Is
you
it
did say
dirty?
something about pegging when you were plugging in the
Pegging.
stuff.
no, I
so
didn't
maybe
peg him.
I
I
don't
wish
want
that's
to
what
know.
went
Wait,
down.
Peggy Hill.
She's
over
all
there.
wish.
No, I scare the shit out of him on a regular basis.
Well, that's
Just
not hard.
It's like my sister and Kellen. Remember
Oh
that
my
story I was
God.
telling you? And Kellen,
that's what he looks like. Not.
He's like a little scared goat.
I love him to death,
Uh,
but
one of
he's
those
so
fainting goats?
easily startled. So I will like creepy come in, and I came in last night, and I like because I had to pee because I always have to pee, and I came in, I stood at the end of the bed, and I just stared at
She
him.
starts going.
Yeah, and he goes, "What the fuck?" And
He
then
didn't know you were there.
no, he knew I was there, but it was just apparently the noise that I made was super scary.
I was like half asleep.
yeah, you're like delirious almost.
Yeah.
Like,
And all I see is like her coming in the room, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then she goes,
I've seen too many
Yeah.
fucking movies and TV shows. You can't do
Yeah.
that.
well, so
No,
then
I might
then
punch
he's
him.
hiding under
I
the
might
covers.
wake up.
Yeah.
He's hiding under the covers, and I did my creepy demon voice behind his back.
Nope.
do it,
I
Nope.
can't do it
Nope.
on here.
do it.
I was like, "Hey, Lade." And he was
She
like,
did it.
Sounds like, what the fuck?
she's all, I can't
I-
do it on
I
here.
s-
Does it?
I
Does
straight
it
up-
perfect.
I
straight
have
up-
to like just.
I straight up like
Nuts.
almost shot out of bed because not only am I half asleep, but fucking.
I actually brought up this podcast. I was like, you need to talk about that on the podcast and just be like, I love her so much, but damn, she's so spooky.
Jeez, man.
Fine.
Especially when you're half asleep, that's how you get suplexed. Like,
My sister and
just run
Kellen
the fuck out.
Diamond cutter.
Yeah.
Ah!
apparently my sister likes to scare the shit out of Kellen too because he gets real frail like
Dude,
that
that's
when like if you
hilarious.
catch him off guard he gets like
Love it.
super frail and like ah! And I guess they watched it and I haven't seen it the
You
new
haven't
one.
seen the new one?
I haven't seen it. I haven't even seen the old
you
one. I
have
don't fucking know.
to. You have to.
This guy does not watch.
I don't watch any
movies. He
fucking
doesn't
movies.
watch at all.
But apparently there's a scene in there where I don't remember exactly how he explained it, but there's an old lady and she's like giving out cookies or something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, and she turns all fucking creepy
Yep.
like in the
Yep.
background
Long,
or whatever,
gangly, naked
like,
as fuck.
like
Yes.
really
Yeah.
fucking creepy.
Okay, I've seen that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then and then like turns around and like attacks the dude or whatever, like gets all fucking up in his face or something like that. Well, they had just watched it. It was like the next night, and Kellen was doing something in the kitchen, and my sister walked out of the kitchen. She's like, "I gotta go grab this thing, whatever." And she's out of the room for a little while, and like after a minute, Kellen's like, "Babe, did you find it?" And she came around the corner like all like up like the lady was and like did the thing. And apparently it scared Kellen so bad that he ran out of the kitchen and got freaked out and like curled up on the stairs and like was like in fetal, like couldn't even.
That's amazing.
Just like freaking my sister's just losing her.
Oh yeah, that's fucking
shit.
amazing.
You want to know what's really messed up? Is I had an
Oh,
experience.
hilarious, dude.
I couldn't see.
I had,
That's the thing. Like,
I
sorry,
had-
Kellen. Sorry, man. If you watch it, I'm sorry. Like,
Man.
Brittany told me the story. Okay, so that's why you
I
got
had-
called out.
I had an experience like that.
And Kellen's a big, strong dude, so
Yeah.
it's funny to say stories like that.
I had
about him.
I had an experience.
Take the courtesy she did. I don't want this person doesn't want everybody to know. That
No,
he just-
no, dude, it's my brother-in-law, man. He's
No,
always
I-
giving me, he moons me 58 times a day, dude. So like, you
That's
gotta-
amazing.
I had an experience like that. I was going in like elementary school. I was really good friends with this kid, and I would go over to his house and spend the
Why
night
did this
some-
happen when you were a child?
This is why it was so like earth shattering for me. Careful.
It's a $30
Golly.
mic. She's fine.
It's
That
still-
beer is almost more
Sound
expensive than the
quality.
microphone.
That's true.
So this kid and his brother, it was like the maybe third or fourth time we had just become friends. I was staying the night at his house, and we had eaten dinner. We'd eaten pizza or something at dinner, and they had gone downstairs to play video games. Well, when they went downstairs, they'd shut off all the lights. And
Why were you alone?
we weren't?
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't say we were alone. What are you talking about?
You're making it up in your head
Yeah,
now.
shush.
You just want him to be alone.
She's inflating the story.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
wants
So-
I'm a little bit spooky.
they
She's saying
Damn,
you
it's
suck
spooky.
at telling stories.
Yeah. So they shut off all the lights, and I go downstairs. I've never really explored this house. I've never, this is like the third time I've been here, and I go downstairs. It's pitch black, so I'm like, hello, is anyone there? I'm like looking and searching. I can't find anyone. So not only am I in the dark, I'm freaked out. I'm like maybe 10 years old, and both of these dudes at the same time jump out at me. And I don't know if I blacked out or what, but the next thing I remember is I'm on their stairs heading downstairs, just like rocking. And like I remember my buddy came up to me and was like, "Dude, are you okay?" And I'm like, I don't know.
I feel like this stems
Just
from your parents
rocking.
letting you watch scary movies from an early age.
Maybe.
Like
Maybe.
straight
I
up
remember,
5
like,
years old watching
doing
it
sleepovers,
as a
and
child.
I
doing, like,
wasn't
the
5.
Bloody Mary thing
I was
in
like
the
9.
like mirror,
What?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
and like running.
I
out
never
all
did that.
Scared.
That was too much for me. That was too much.
Yeah,
Girls did some
I
shit.
still have never done that because it's.
I never have
It's a little
either.
bit creepy. It's a little
I-
bit creepy.
I saw Candyman.
We did all sorts of shit,
I saw
man.
Candyman. Okay, I saw Candyman.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Girls do some crazy stuff. We get in a slumber
Beetlejuice.
party together and we're like, hey, 8 of you run naked down the street. It's going to be funny. Just watch. I swear to God.
I had an older sister. She
Yeah.
had sleepovers.
Beetlejuice?
She had
Yeah, yeah.
sleepovers
That
and shit.
was
Yeah.
a
I
very
didn't
weird segue.
I didn't need Beetlejuice.
Well,
Going
sorry.
from some Bloody Mary in the.
Well, he
that's
was
what
talking about
happens.
being
That's what
scared
happens.
and like
That's what
doing,
happens
down
at
the
summer
street.
parties.
doing spooky shit.
Summer parties.
You start daring
Men
each
and
other to
women
do
are very
ridiculous
different.
shit.
Holy shit.
It's just is what happens.
I hung out with a lot of dudes and we were never like, hey, let's just run naked down the street, guys.
Girls,
what-
girls
No,
are crazy.
no. All you did
together?
was
Almost every
puke under
sleepover,
couches.
like-
Yeah, every sleepover.
That's all you did.
Hulk up a
streaking?
couch and cat puke
Are we
underneath
streaking?
it, and then hide
hey,
it
Are
from
we
sleeping
jumping
everybody.
in
guy.
that naked? Yeah.
Hey, sleeping guy. By the way, I'm gonna pick this whole ass couch up
Throw
puke
up
underneath
underneath it.
and then expect the host of the party to not bawl his eyes
I
out.
felt bad because
You
I was
dick.
Don't worry, I'm going to scrub it with dry soap.
I was too drunk to do anything about it, but I was sober enough to go, Lane, shut up and help Jacob clean up the shit.
And I was like, I'm
I
never
can't-
gonna see her
I
again.
can't do it because I am too fucked up.
They're never gonna
Help
let me
him.
see
And
her
Jacob-
again.
And Jacob's not the smartest. He was the one with the fucking just a dry soap break.
Just a bar of soap, no
Just
wash
in the
rag, no
puke.
water.
Why is
Yeah.
that me drunk trying to clean things?
Oh.
Avery walked out of the bedroom, went, oh, and then just walked back in.
Yeah, passed
like-
out in my bed.
No, I'm not gonna deal with that right now. What was the what's the first scary movie you've ever seen?
The Exorcist.
That was the first one? Actually, that was like the
Like-
first scary
That's
movie I
legit.
ever
What
saw
age-
too.
what age?
4 or 5.
Yep.
I watched,
Damn.
You know my old man. What are you talking about?
I watched the Blair Witch Project.
That was the first one for you?
Yeah.
I saw that one in theaters.
He would like
Mine
make
was
us
the
watch that
original
shit,
black and white
He would hide it,
Night of the
turn
Wa-
off all the
Living Dead.
lights, and hide in our bedroom
hang
and
on,
make
there.
us go to sleep. And he would scare us. Like he'd be like, "All right, now go to sleep," and he'd just like go to our bedroom and make us go down there
my
and scare the shit out of us.
That's messed up, man.
He's a person.
He's a person.
Shout out to
a guy.
Bandad, by the way.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah, what up,
Bandad?
Bandad?
Scared the shit out of me.
You said yours was the Blair Witch Project?
Yeah.
I remember seeing that one in theaters.
Oh, yeah, for
I
sure.
wasn't allowed
I
to
didn't see
watch
it in
like
theaters.
TV or scary things or like listen to music that was like hip hoppy. So like my sister's
Why is that? Why is that the worst thing?
my
Hey.
sister like
How did
snuck
that get
a
lumped in
movie
there?
to
They
me.
grew up in the South, you guys.
And like a very conservative
Real
Baptist
Southern Baptist,
household.
yeah, yeah.
They had their stereotips and they were sticking to those.
Yeah.
Did your moms ever let you watch the Cosby Show when you was coming up? Oh, my mom would have never let me watch that. Yeah, it's like that kind of a thing,
My
man.
mom didn't know what the Cosby Show was.
I remember seeing the Blair Witch Project in theaters, and it legitimately scared the shit out of me.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
I
for
was
sure. I watched that.
I was
like
fucked
13?
up for a few days
Yeah.
after that. Yeah, because it was, I mean, we're basically
yeah.
the same age. Yeah, it was like 13, 14 years old. And I remember watching that, and it was like legit, because it was the first like first person like thing, and it was
Found
like
footage, yeah.
it was the first thing that it was the first movie where it was like you never really saw what was going on, but it like
just knew it
led
was
up to
scary
all
as
this
fuck.
scary shit.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how they promoted it. It was
every time the
crazy.
sun went,
Made
every
it
time
seem
the
like it was a found footage thing, and it was,
Yeah.
it was a real thing.
yeah,
So the-
every time the sun went down, you're like, oh fuck,
Here it
dude, here we
There's
go.
gonna be a witch,
Who's
I
gonna
just
start
know.
screaming?
So the first horror movie I ever watched at home was the original Halloween from '78.
Remember
I
your
was
parents
I was
telling me about
maybe 7, but it was on like AMC over Halloween, so it was
Yeah,
like,
right.
I didn't see no
The
boobies.
cut.
There's the edited version, yeah.
But it still freaked me out. The movie that ruined me, the horror movie that ruined me for like 2 weeks, was the original Paranormal Activity.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I'm glad you brought that up because the original, the first movie, like the Blair Witch Project, when I saw it in theaters, yeah, it fucked me up a little bit. The very first movie that I ever saw that I legitimately, and I didn't even see it in theaters, I watched it at my mom's house, and I was fucking 25, something like that, Paranormal Activity 3. And it was only one scene. It was one certain scene. And anyone that's seen it will know what I'm talking about. It's the scene where the chick is doing her homework in the kitchen and the camera is on the fan and it's panning back and forth to the living room and then back to the kitchen.
And that
Dude, and the first time it happens, it pans to the living room, and you're looking for stuff, and you're looking, and you don't see anything. And then it pans back, and it pans to the living room again, and you're looking, and you're like, it looks like the same room, but off to the left, like behind a plant, you can just see a little sheet with the
Yep.
person, and you're
Yep.
like, what the fuck was
Yep.
that? And then it pans back, and it's fucking behind her, and you're like,
Yep.
what in the fuck is going on?
You know what ruined me about the first one?
It fucked
is-
me up. It fucked me
Yeah.
up forever, dude.
So-
I think about that shit all the time.
So what really messed with me was the whole promotion behind the original Paranormal Activity was that it was real. It was all real.
It was all real
found
captured
in a
footage.
house.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So I go and see this whole movie, and at the very end, for those who have seen it, the girl like jumps at the camera, right? The last.
I think I have seen that. Yeah,
Drags
yeah.
the dude out and then jumps.
Yeah,
at the camera.
throws him at the camera and then like jumps at it. So at that point, I was like this. Right? So I didn't see not only the 2 title cards after that, but the one that said this is all a work of fiction. So I was still in the mindset that this was all real. So I went home
You were just messed up, dude.
Oh yeah.
mortified. I was so scared. And my big old fat gray cat Smokey.
What was that?
My phone.
Speaking of,
Oh, I was gonna say I know there's a
I was
ghost
like,
in your
I
house.
was like, there's nothing on the wall that could make that noise that would fall behind me. I don't
My-
know what that was. My house is falling down.
My big old fat gray cat would come into my room in the middle of the night and
I remember smoke.
yeah, and like pop open the door, and my door would creak, and it made that same sound that the couple's door made in the movie. So I would wake up at like 2:30 in the morning, just
Petrified.
terrified,
Yeah.
because I thought this was still real, and it wasn't until it came out on DVD and my parents bought it and watched it. With
you
us
watched
at
that
home,
final scene?
that I finally was like, I can make it, and I watched it. I was like, ah, and then I watched the cards afterwards. It was like, this is all a work of fiction. Blah blah. And I was like, I was scared for 3 months for nothing. Like, and I that like it's still to this day. If I watch that first movie, it still freaks me out because it wasn't just the film. It was the way it was. It was
Dude, it's the choreography of the thing. It's
Yeah.
how they set them up. Like, I know that Paranormal Activity 3 is fake. I know it is. I know that whole sequence is totally fake, and there's nothing there to be believable whatsoever. It's all fucking Hollywood magic. But I cannot fucking watch it and not think that. Like, that shit's fucked up, dude. Like, what the fuck?
You know what?
you know there's a ghost in your house.
Someone, I think you would mention that.
There is. And
I
Why
know.
do you say that?
It's an old lady.
It's,
And
an
she's
old
fine.
lady.
She's chill.
I don't know if it's an old lady. Maybe like an elderly
She must be.
person.
She
Yeah,
must
I
be
see her.
chill
Elderly
because
person.
She likes to watch. She's a watcher.
cool.
She
I'm down.
opens the
Why
hall
do you
closet.
say this?
Because
Why?
I know.
She does.
I
How
know
do you
things.
It's not that
My-
it doesn't
my wife
latch.
is-
She
my wife is
opens it. I
talented.
was laying in bed one day, seriously laying in bed, and I was like taking a nap in the morning because I
Fucking
work
John
in the
Edwards
morning.
over
Okay.
here.
I don't know
And
about it.
She's the biggest douche in the universe.
the closet opened on its own. Like I heard it go,
Clunk.
like because it makes that noise when it opens, and then it just like was all the way
Yeah,
open.
she's always in
So I,
your
like,
kitchen above your window.
Okay.
just-
And
like-
she just chills and she just watches. She's not bad. She likes it. She thinks it's cool, and there's all this like
We spend a lot of time
activity.
in there.
Yeah, she thinks that it's fun to see everything going on. She has no
We're typically-
ill will
What?
in the kitchen.
Well, okay,
I
so
want to
so
do
I can.
magic with you in here.
She's
I
a
can-
old fridge lady who just chills. She's
Yeah.
old
Such
fridge
a
lady.
fridge
I
lady.
swear to God,
sits on
she's
top of the
attached
fridge
to you
and
in
just-
some way
So I
because she
can-
feels very loving towards you, like like proud and happy.
So I can.
Maybe it's my future mom
I
or
can-
something like mom after
make
she
me
passes
think
away
of-
or whatever.
You
can-
make me think of Justin Larson because he would get hammered and then start talking to like ghosts and shit,
Hey,
and he would just be like,
Hey,
"Fucking
Sometimes
going
they
on
just
a
talk
trip."
to you.
there's
and
some
it-
stuff inside me,
No,
man. It's
I
crazy.
can. I can
no
attest to
movie.
that.
Just
because
scary.
To the
there
old
was-
lady?
Well, I don't.
The
not
old
necessarily.
My
the-
I just
Steering
I just
is-
didn't know. I'm asking. I
No,
don't
no.
know.
So
Bro,
there was
don't
one
jerk
night.
off in here.
I have
Oh, in
jerked
here would
off
probably be fine. The
1,000
kitchen,
times in
maybe
here.
not,
This is
but
See, that's where she likes to watch.
There was
Yeah, the
one day
kitchen.
we were here for practice, and I had just shown up, and I was smoking a cigarette out in the backyard, and I like out of the corner of my eye I saw the curtain in the kitchen like get pulled
ruffle?
back. No, will it get pulled back and then go back? Like I saw it. I know I saw it. And then when I went inside to look for you guys, you weren't in the back room and you weren't in the kitchen. Y'all were in this room.
Yeah, we were back here.
In the computer room. And I was like, well, that's weird. Maybe it was Pepper. Well, Pepper was outside with me. And I was there was no, and when I told her that, she was like, "Oh, yeah, no,
You've met Eleanor.
yeah.
I wish I knew her name.
No,
Beatrice.
dude, it took me a little bit to believe it too, but she's told me things about people that she shouldn't know, about people that I've lost.
It's a
in my
common
life.
swindler's trick.
Yeah, like I said, John Edwards.
Yeah.
No, there's been people that I've lost in my life that she's told me like specific things about them that she wouldn't be able to know.
Who's gonna win the Super Bowl?
No.
See?
Not the Rams.
You don't know
The whole
Not the
world is gonna
Rams.
end.
Not the Rams. That's what everyone
I
knows.
do have. My mom has always told me that I have a great grandma, and I never got to meet her. But my mom tells me that she is like I am the embodiment of her as a person.
Immediately, what did I tell you when that happened? I was like, it's Matt's grandma.
Yeah.
That's immediately
that's
what I
was
said.
thinking. I
Her
was
name-
like, do you have a grandma that's
So
passed away?
her name is
or-
Grandma Mimi. In case you guys want to talk to her, that
Is
might
she
be
got
her.
real curly? Do you have any pictures of her?
Nope, don't know.
Ah,
My
shit.
mom does. My mom could probably show you, but
That was,
she
but
was
that was
supposed to be-
immediately what I told Lena.
apparently
I was like, it's
she
Matt's
was
grandma.
she was like the one in the family that was kind of like the artsy, like cartoony, really energetic,
And that's why she's
spontaneous.
so into watching
Yeah,
us do what
yeah.
we
So
do here.
whatever. I'm not much into the
I don't-
spirit thing. But,
I don't play on people to believe what I say. Like,
No, it's all good.
I just am like, oh hey.
I'm very open when
It's
it
a cool
comes to that
thing.
stuff, and not necessarily a believer in it, but I'm open to hearing about it, and like I definitely know that energies exist.
I had
so
to
that's a
stop
thing.
kind of digging into that part of myself because there was a moment, and it's so ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous to even talk about, and I always think like, oh fuck, I sound crazy. But there was I was like kind of letting all that part of myself go where I can feel things and all this, and then I called him one night. He was over here practicing. And I called him and I was freaking out and I was like, dude, I feel inky. There's something outside my house. I don't know what it is. It feels horrible. Like, whatever it is. And I was outside trying to smoke and I couldn't even finish my cigarette. And finally he came home and he sat outside by himself. And he heard things outside. He heard things like right where I was telling him it was, like growling and all sorts of stuff. And I was like, all right. Because if I believe anything, I believe that if you open yourself up to negativity, it will attach to you. It will
Sure.
find you.
Why not?
And
Use
so
a
I'm
Ouija
like,
board.
yeah, I was like, hard no. I gotta,
Pass.
yeah. So I kind of stopped messing around or reaching into that part of myself because I was like, I don't want to possess. I don't want none of that.
And that was one of the first real experiences I'd ever had because when she calls me, she's like, "Hey, something's outside." And I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "Will you please come home?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I get there and I could feel this like this just strange, this really weird presence outside. And I asked her, I'm like, what are you seeing? Where is it? What's going on? She's like, it's behind the pine tree. And we had this big, at our old house, this big giant pine tree in the front yard. And I sat outside and was smoking a cigarette, and I could hear these like, and I could hear it from behind the fucking pine tree. And I couldn't see it. There was no other sense other than I could hear it.
Needed to channel this. We missed out on a 3-movie deal.
Yeah, right.
I'm saying I need to start writing stories, man.
And with my background in the church and everything, I was praying over the house and praying over the front door, and I laid a salt line and just was trying to make sure everything was as safe as possible.
A salt line?
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah,
like
salt
if you
in the
sweep
Bible
your,
is purity.
if you sweep your floors with salt, which I do like often for purity and just cleansing.
I'm already salty as fuck.
I don't know anything about
Just
this.
who you are as a
They
person.
ain't coming
Full of
nowhere
salt.
near me. They're fucking-
Just a fucking walking salt container, dude.
Yeah.
But it was,
Yeah, but
it
just
was,
to like cleanse the area and like give
Yeah.
it purity
it was
and
one
like
of, it was one of the first experiences I'd had that was truly like there was no explanation for it whatsoever.
Me and Becca had a paranormal experience not too long ago.
Ooh,
Not
the-
too long ago.
I want to hear about this. I want
like
to know.
literally, like both of us have no fucking explanation for it. We both saw the same fucking thing.
Exact same thing.
We were standing right fucking next to each other, and it happened 4 blocks from here. It
so
happened
we
at
were
the soccer fields.
at the soccer fields and we were walking and just hanging out and like
It was dark. It was
had-
late at night after the sun had gone down. Let's not talk about what we were there to do. We were walking. We were walking at the soccer fields, right? So we had parked at.
High school never ends.
So
buddy.
we had parked at.
That's how you keep
the-
it exciting.
We parked at like the pathway, right? So if you go down and you cross the bridge and you pull into like that little area right on the river, right where that little building is, and you can get on the pathway right there.
We were in like the center of the
So we
soccer
parked.
field.
We parked there and walked out onto the fields from there, and we're walking towards like the softball fields from the soccer fields. And so we had walked out kind of to the middle of the soccer field. So we were probably 30 yards from the pathway. We walked out and we were just walking along the pathway, but we were in the grass, right? Like walking towards like the concession stand, that big red concession stand, right?
And
so
then
we're
this like
literally
fleshy.
a fucking 4-legged, fleshy fucking human.
It looked like a human. It didn't have hair, but it was
running
like
on all fours like a fucking dog, hauling
That's
ass.
terrifying.
across the field.
Hauling
Immediately,
ass,
I was like,
we
we're
both
leaving?
look to the left. It shoots out of the trees on the pathway. Takes like 4 steps, huge fucking
then it's
steps,
just gone.
and then darts back into the trees
You
again.
can hear it.
Oh, we can
Yeah,
fucking
you
hear it
see,
going.
Yeah.
Going through the grass and then turned in.
Skinwalker, like an
And Becca was
absolute
like, "What the
skinwalker.
fuck?" We both stopped and watched it, and then it jutted back in the trees. And she was like, "What the fuck was that?" And I was like, "Did that look like a person?" She's
Yeah.
like, "That looked like a
It was-
naked human."
It was
and I
like
was
a
like,
naked
Dude.
It
"What
like
in the fuck was that?" And so we left.
No, not you.
Bro, I
not
haven't
you,
done
you.
drugs.
We left.
in a long
That's
time,
trippy
bro.
as
You
fuck.
were
Yeah,
on
that's
the drugs.
terrifying.
no,
Totally
yeah,
sober,
sober.
man.
Like I don't
That's
even
terrifying.
Think
Do you
we,
remember?
No, I'm saying I haven't been running naked in a long time.
Do you remember going back in there and finding that hut?
It was fucked up. It was
Oh,
fucked
yeah.
up.
Oh, I
and
bet.
I to this day
There
have
was
no
There was an
explanation.
axe. There was an axe in the fucking...
Like a full on.
Shut up.
Not like a hatchet. Like
Okay, give us
a-
one more story, and then we're gonna go around and we're all gonna ask a question or something like that, and then we gotta call it because we're coming up to on like an hour 30 here.
Oh,
so,
shit.
Yeah.
No.
I just don't want to lose our cameras.
Do you-
This one in
Do
particular.
you remember that though?
Yeah, we were...
So you guys came across a hut?
It was like made out of like tree branches that were all laid out. It looked like,
like
a teepee.
dome. It was
Oh,
like, well, it was
no.
like a
Where was
dome
this?
Situation.
Where you guys are talking
Back
about?
behind where you guys
Yeah.
were.
like at
Behind the
the like
soccer
where the
fields, if you go
frisbee
on-
golf
yeah,
is.
Yeah.
on
Oh,
the
so you
other
like
side.
cross the bridge and go
It
to the
goes
other
pretty
side?
deep back there.
Yeah, it does. It does. The whole
Yeah.
frisbee golf course. It goes
It
all
was
the way
on
to
the
the dome.
other side of the river. Like it was like had to have been like on the left side of the river, like
Yep.
chilling and whatever. And then
Normally,
there's,
where
like,
we park to go fishing.
I
Oh,
don't like
sweet.
that. I don't
Yeah.
like that
So
at
my
all.
ass is gonna be in the middle of the river.
You get
and
caught by
this
some
fucking thing
fleshy
is gonna-
monster.
Fucking skinwalker, dude. Like that shit. It was
so weird. It
I
was,
have no other way to explain it.
Do you guys remember that time we saw a UFO?
At
we
the
saw a
Fulton
UFO
house.
too. Do you
Me
remember
and Becca
that day?
also saw a fucking UFO.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, the
At
CIA
Istanbul.
came out and said aliens are real, so
Yeah.
Dude, there's no other. It's for some of the shit that the one that we saw at the Fulton house, that fucking came
It-
in.
Came off the horizon
That's
and
exactly
came
what
towards
happened
us,
at
and it wasn't until like I saw the light go like this way over us
Over us.
that I was like, guys, what is that? And we all watched it go like fly in towards us and, then fly
back
out.
out.
And,
And
then
then
fly
back in.
closer.
So
then
fast.
back out.
So
And
And
fast.
like the
Up.
whole entire sky changed colors,
Uh-huh.
like around. The,
Well, it was pitch black when we saw this one,
Yeah.
but the one that we saw did that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was changing
No,
the fucking color
it
of the sky.
Flew in and it flew back and then it flew towards us like way close.
Way close.
And then it flew up and went and
All
was
the way down the side of the
gone.
mountain.
And you,
Alex,
and
the whole band. We just got done jamming.
We were all four just like
We just got done jamming in the living room. We were all outside resting.
it happened, and we were like, I remember I was the first one to talk, and I was like, guys, was that a fucking UFO?
There was no other way to explain it.
And,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, I don't know. What was that? What was that? Like,
Drones exist, but it was
that
not
was-
a drone.
No.
Right.
It was so
There's
big.
no
It was as
way.
big as a plane.
Yeah,
It was fucking as
straight
big
up.
as a plane.
And the light that came off of it.
It was just one bright fucking light that like shifted every once in a
it
while.
moved. It looked like almost like an eyeball. Like it was
Like there were 3 different lenses, and it was like shifting
It's
in
almost
between
like
them
they
all.
try to come in and out of the sky too to like be sneaky,
Uh-huh.
but like it doesn't work like
And then
that.
it came down. I remember because it came like we had our neighbors' houses that were in the backyard, and it came down
out right
zoom,
over.
and like right over the top of them, followed them in a line, and then shot down the side of the mountain range.
went
Just-
up in the sky and
and then
shot
boom.
what if
way
it like
down.
what if they like got someone?
They were
real
scanning.
quick?
They might have been
very
scanning.
Were they
possible.
trying to like pick me up?
Dude,
No, it was on the back side of the Fulton
The
house,
other
next
side?
street. Yeah, it was on the next street over.
Yeah,
was that-
aliens went across space
To
just
pick you
to
up.
fucking pick
yeah,
you
for,
up.
duh. Why wouldn't you?
Of course, I'm a person of interest. I'm an interesting person. Was I a person of interest? Of course, I'm an
Absolutely.
interesting person.
No, I will never forget that because that was the first time I'd ever experienced anything like that. That was so like
Unexplainable.
and I mean we had just gotten out of practice. We were sweaty and hot.
Mm-hmm.
We were smoking cigarettes, drinking water. We were trying to recover, and it wasn't.
We were
like
just
it was-
relaxing. We were all
Yeah.
winding down.
It wasn't like it was delirium or
No.
heat stroke. Or
We were,
anything.
if
It was
anything,
at
we were
night.
all very focused at that point
Yeah.
because we had just gotten done like sweating our balls off and
we were
basically
we were all-
exercising.
yeah, we were all fucking around and joking, and I saw it and was like,
you guys.
"What is that?" And then we all like. That is seriously, I will never forget that. That is
It was-
crazy as shit.
It was fucking wild, man.
But then, earlier this year, like she said, the CIA came out and was like, "Hey, By the
Aliens
way,
is real.
They're real.
extraterrestrials
Aliens is real.
exist.
Which I mean, come on. I mean,
I wish
if
that's
you hadn't believed that for the last like 10 years, then like I mean,
and at the time,
You get a bumper sticker.
at the time, I remember thinking,
I'll make
like,
you one.
I remember thinking like maybe this is something to take our attention away from the coronavirus.
it's a ploy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact that like the
There's
CIA,
so many experiences and like video caught like experiences of people saying things in
the
the
CIA
sky that,
doesn't.
I hope some of these people are
regularly-
vindicated.
Yeah.
That are like, I was
Yeah.
abducted. I hope they're
The
vindicated.
CIA doesn't often
Yeah, but
come
some
out.
of them
They
weren't
deserve
abducted, and they're just making shit
Look at the
up.
fourth kind, dude.
I believe
That
too.
that movie was another one that
That
fucked
one ruined me too.
all the way up. It fucked me all the way up.
The fact of the matter is, the CIA does not often come out and like confirm conspiracy theories. Because let's face it, for the last 70 years, that's what aliens have been, is a conspiracy theory. Whether it's weather balloons or the military or something,
Drones,
it's
whatever
always
the fuck it is.
it's always been something that is man-made.
Swamp gas.
And, yeah,
Fractured off of
yeah.
Venus.
And
Yes.
finally, the CIA comes out and they're like, "Well,
Calm down, Alex Jones.
We've kind of been lying. By the way, they're real."
They're real.
BTW
and-
aliens
and
is
it was-
real.
Making the
It was-
frogs gay.
We've been
Aliens is
communicating
real.
since the 70s. It's
Hashtag
real.
aliens is real.
Yes.
It was such a crazy, hectic time in history for humans, especially Americans, that we were like, "Well, yeah."
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. Aliens is real.
I know everybody
We're
kind of
like-
just like shrugged it off,
I
like
gotta-
I sick.
We're like, nice. Are they
Knew
gonna
it.
Are they gonna pay my mortgage for the next 3 months? Because that would be sick.
We were like, "I gotta go find toilet paper and a face mask."
Yeah, like, well, I
So-
don't got time to worry about the
So
fucking
fuck the
flying
aliens.
saucers right now. Get a hold of me in 1995, please.
Good on you, fucking Xenon-9. Like,
You killed it. Way to go.
you showed up. Cool. I gotta go find toilet paper. This sucks.
I can't
This is
shit
the
now.
worst. It's the
And I
worst.
can't go into Walmart without a mask, so I gotta find one of those first.
And now
Fuck.
we've came full circle to Brandon's poop problem.
Like, yet again.
Shit.
That's not a problem,
your
baby.
40-minute
Ain't no
poops.
problem.
Your 40-minute
one of those.
poop.
No problem.
No,
baby.
it's,
I
it's
agree
never.
with you.
It's not a problem.
It's never a 40-minute
No,
poop. It's a
not.
5-minute poop, and you're sitting there on your phone for the
I know
next
that.
30 minutes.
I know that game for sure,
Just
dude.
get it
Like,
out, and then you're like, cool.
See,
I have
and
20
that's
minutes
where
to
I
relax.
differ.
I'm
That's where I
gonna beat
differ.
my high score on Brick Breaker.
Especially
What do
if
you
I'm
want me?
pooping at
That's
work,
where I
man.
differ. Like, I will straight up poop for 25 minutes. Like,
That's
like
so much
full on.
shit.
See, that's the
That's
problem.
so much
That's
shit.
the
I'm
You
in
will
there
actually
for
hold
3
up,
minutes.
Yeah,
hold
in and
up.
out, in and out.
You will
That's the
actually
problem.
shit for 25. Like actual poop is coming out of you for
Solid,
25
like,
minutes.
Not like
Like a giant
continuously.
tape.
No, not like I know, like, dude. If
But,
you were shitting continuously for 25
no.
minutes, you just
Coils
you would
up on
clog
itself
every
in the
time.
toilet.
Yeah.
Like soft serve on the worst
fucking
level.
poop snake.
That's
I went
that's an
to
organ
camp
problem.
But
with
like
this
you
kid.
can push shit out for 25
I wanna
minutes,
hear
like
this. What?
in gaps.
You went to camp with who?
With this
One time
kid
at band
impressed
camp.
by that.
whose name we will not say. And seriously, I will never forget.
He won't
Everybody was gathered around the camp bathroom for whatever reason. And I was like, yeah, I gotta see this. No, this kid shit on the floor and had like a measuring tape and was like measuring how long his poop was
Oh
on the
my
floor.
God.
This is a record.
He was doing South Park before South Park was even a thing.
Yeah.
So-
Don't get me started on that.
Dude, we already talked about that.
we talked about it before you
Oh,
got here
shit.
about your monumental shit in
the
Texas.
tour, and then the guy in Cheyenne
We did talk about that too.
Dude, he
just
was having-
screaming.
He was
He had
having
the
a
worst
bad
day.
He was having a bad
Screaming.
day.
He might have just been served papers or something. I don't know. But he was
Straight
in
up
the
his
stall
butthole was on fire.
He was
That's
in the
what
stall.
happened.
He ate a
Screaming.
lot of Taco Bell that day.
screaming.
Had like extreme Mexican. It has to be like the spiciest
Like ghost peppers.
Yeah.
ghost pepper everything. Ghost
say-
pepper fries, ghost pepper fucking carne asada, ghost pepper
pepper
fucking
water.
soft taco, ghost pepper hard
Can I
taco,
get
ghost
some
pepper
ghost pepper
burrito.
water, please?
just a straight ghost pepper.
No.
Yeah.
That was not the.
It sounded like he was getting killed.
It wasn't the cries of a man that it was
It
just
sounded
falling
like he
out.
was
It was
dying.
it was the cries of a man who couldn't get the shit out.
Yeah.
See, and that's
He
what
was
I thought too.
He
constipated.
should have just.
Like
We
extreme
have a friend that straight
constipation.
just reached up in there and grabbed it.
Yeah,
I
Heather.
swear to God.
Reached
Yeah.
up in.
She had a
Yes.
friend that couldn't poop, so she reached up into the friend's butthole.
No.
No.
She did this to herself.
I thought
She was
that
on a
What?
she was on mass painkillers. Okay, she was on a lot of
thought it was her
painkillers
friend.
for a situation, whatever surgery she had. And when you're on painkillers, you get really constipated.
Those are
Okay.
opiates.
She couldn't shit. So as it was like turtle
Opium.
heading back and forth, she just grabbed that shit. Just
Opium, like opiates.
I feel like you shouldn't do
They,
that.
they
maybe.
make
I agree
you
with you.
constipated.
I feel like you maybe shouldn't do that.
Can we change the subject?
That is
Didn't you want to
This-
ask questions?
Well, I don't-
Last final question.
This
I don't
can
have
we-
anything planned. I was
This all
just.
boils down to the fact that you don't get addicted to opiates because you can't poop.
I didn't know that was
That's
even a
true.
thing. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
When my
Is
back-
acid an opiate?
No.
No.
I don't know. I don't know
Acid
things.
makes you-
I'm an
Acid
amateur. What do
makes
you
you
want from
poop.
me? Fuck me. Fuck me, right?
When my back problem was going on, I was on those fucking Percocets. They're opiates. I did-
Oxycontin are opiates, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I didn't poop right for like a month afterwards.
When I went and
Still
when I went
poop
in for like
motherfucker.
dehydration or whatever, like 4 years ago, they fucking gave me a thing of Oxycontin when I came out of there, and they were
What
that's
for dehydration?
bro. The
was
fucking
pain.
pharmacies will
It
give
was
you
pain.
fucking anything, dude.
You
If
had
you go into the
pain.
hospital,
Lots
you can
and
get
lots
fucking
of pain.
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't drank
You
water.
have
in 3
insurance. You go into the
months. Oh, here's
hospital. They're
some-
like, oh, they give you all the top quality medications, bro.
I haven't
top
drank water in
quality.
3 months. Here's some opiates.
They give me like fucking 50 of them too. Like, what the
Dude.
fuck is
And now you
going
can't
on?
shit for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the worst part, man. Is like the first one you take, you're like, whoa, man.
It was
this is-
awesome.
This
I
is
took-
great.
I remember
And then-
I think I took 2 of them out of there, and that was the only 2 I
and
took.
then, and then the second one, you're like, oh, this is okay.
It's not
And
that
then-
great.
And by like the 10th or 15th, you're like, should I start taking 2? Or, and that's no, and dude, and that's where it gets dangerous. I had to-
not good.
I had to tell my doctor before I went
Tolerance.
in.
Not good.
Well, before I went in and
Bad.
got my corticosteroid shot in my back, I had to tell my doctor like, do not prescribe me this anymore.
Right.
Because it's getting scary.
Yep.
Like I take one in the morning before I smoke my cigarette, and I feel great. And then by lunch, I'm like, I'm hurting. Take another one. And then by dinner, I'm like, I should
I need to
maybe
take 2.
two.
Yeah.
And then
Because
I
I'm
start-
going to bed and I gotta
Yeah.
have one for nighttime when I fall asleep.
And then I take
Yeah.
2 at dinner, and then I'm like, woo. And then the
By
next
the time,
week,
yeah.
I'm like, maybe 3 before bed.
3
I can
before-
sleep
yep.
finally. Yeah. No,
Mm.
don't fuck with that shit.
and then you
dude.
haven't pooped for 2 days.
Exactly.
And you're like, what the fuck
No,
is
no,
going
no,
on?
It's like 2 weeks.
Oh, that's an
Playing the
impaction.
And then I have to
That's
try.
a problem.
And then I have to try to go out in public on Percocet to get laxatives and not act like I'm on Percocet. I'm like,
Playing
I
the
need-
crane game in your
I need
butthole.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I need like 2.5. I need 2.5 bottles. I need 2. Oh, I can't see it. I need 2.5 bottles of X-Lax or package, whatever it is. It's terrible. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I won't do it. It's
I
fine.
won't do it.
I like
Gonna pass on that one.
because my doctor the when I went back for a refill, he was like, I'm not the fucking Candyman, like. And my doctor's super informal. He straight up was like, I'm not the fucking Candyman.
So is methamphetamine an opiate?
No.
And,
No.
like, is coke an
It's a
opiate?
methamphetamine.
Methamphetamine is
No,
Amphetamine.
Coke is it's an upper.
It's
So
just it's okay.
It's a stimulant.
yeah, it's a stimulant.
Oh, I just didn't know if it had any correlation between
opiates-
people staying up
Opiates
for
are
Opiates
He
all
wants to
these
know what he
things that
can
are-
do and still poop.
like. No, I'm just
opiates
I'm just
are-
learning,
opiates
man.
are
I'm-
all derivatives of
from
heroin.
The opiate.
Heroin is an
Fucking
opiate.
Harriet, that
God
bitch.
damn Harriet, you bitch.
Harriet,
No.
you motherfucker.
Opiums are all derivative from the opium poppy, which is where opium
Poppy
comes
seeds.
Poppy seeds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yep.
those
Which is
muffins
why-
you like, that's
yeah.
why you.
That's why I feel so
That's why
good in the
you can't
morning.
They
shit.
say it's brand. They say it's
Damn.
brand, but
It's not,
it's
it's
really
poppy
the
seeds.
poppy.
It's been proven sometimes if you have like a poppy seed.
Yeah, I
muffin
saw the
before
MythBusters thing.
A UA, it'll actually come up as acid.
Yep, it'll pop.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and
It'll pop.
but not opiate.
But it has to be. Didn't they?
you have to
Didn't
eat
they?
like 4 or 5.
Yeah, you have to eat a
6
mass
well, you have to
quantity.
eat. You have to eat a shitload of them, and you have to piss like 15 seconds after you eat
Yeah.
them, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's like,
like
immediately,
immediately.
Yeah.
and then
So
and
So
then
you
it'll
have to
show
be
up.
in the waiting room eating,
But if it's like-
shoving your face with poppy seed
Yeah,
muffins.
even if it's like 3 minutes after you eat,
Well,
you're gonna be fine.
Imagine
Yeah.
imagine you're like super baked and you're really stressed out about a UA, and you're like, oh my god,
You pop for
I need to-
acid.
I need to sober up. Here's 19 poppy seed muffins. I'll be fine. And then
Or just like
and
a
then-
double poppy seed that's got like covered in shit, right?
Yeah.
So,
And
like,
then, and then they're like, sir, you've tested positive for LSD, and you're like,
like right now, and you're like,
no, I'm good.
I'm just on.
fine.
It's
then
pot.
you
That's
really
not
do start
LSD.
tripping because you're like, am I
Yeah,
not?
and then
is
your
this
brain,
not real?
Your brain starts dissolving, and you're like, what's happening?
Did you say you started eating a bunch of muffins to sober up?
Yes.
I'm
It's got-
still, I
it's
was
got
stuck
bread,
on that.
bread and carbs,
I was
bread and
stuck
carbs.
on that.
Brandon, look at me.
He's in the bread and carbs.
I am made of muffins.
Gotta
okay?
sober up, bro.
I mean,
I gotta
This is all-
even myself out. Give me
this
the
is-
muffins.
This is all.
if you're in a waiting room and you're drunk or whatever you are, and you need to
This is-
sober up,
this is
bread
all
and
just-
bread and carbs,
this
dude.
is
You're
all
not
just-
gonna beat the drug test by
You
eating
don't
your
know
fucking poppy
how
seeds.
things work in Oregon, sir. You just
Brandon,
need to calm down.
This is all just Oreos and hatred. Okay?
Oh, I know.
That's what this is built on.
Split
so.
that open right now. A turkey bone will pop out.
No,
Oh.
I don't like turkey bones. I like chicken bones. They're softer.
Jeez.
But they
He likes
splinter.
the
They
softer
splinter
bone.
easier. So watch your poops.
Yeah.
Again,
No,
we're back to the
no.
he
poops.
likes that feeling.
Yeah.
He
We're
likes that
back on
feeling.
poops.
Podcast.
Dude,
This
I
whole
had
thing
the
is about
poopcast.
shit.
Yeah.
I
So
had
poop cast.
I had some green olive stuff with jalapenos today, and I ate like 5 of those motherfuckers. And my third poop of the day was rough.
I
He
bet.
comes out and my son goes, "Was it a spicy poop?"
Yeah, because your son knows what a spicy poop is.
Yeah,
He's probably
hell
had
no,
one.
yeah. he
It's
does.
probably because they heard me go.
You're a vocal pooper. Ah.
I can
yeah.
be. If I'm at home by myself, I can. I tend to get a little more energetic.
I used to grunt a little, but I don't do that anymore.
I do. Yeah, I do.
I used to go.
Okay.
Making noise is
helps.
like it's
That's
it's
how you.
cathartic.
That's how you get a
It's like when you're
hemorrhoid,
working
bro.
out.
it's proven. It's scientifically proven that
That's
making
how
noise
you
helps you
get-
exert more
You
force.
You
get a
can make
hemorrhoid.
noise when
More
you poop
force
and
out
I'm
your
home,
butthole.
like-
I don't
If
know.
it ain't
She's
coming,
like,
it
let
ain't
it go.
coming.
It's fine.
Let
It's
it all
also,
out,
it's
baby.
also been scientifically proven that when you hurt yourself, if you curse, it actually takes the pain away.
Because it releases dopamines in your brain.
It's essentially the same thing as yelling,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you're getting the satisfaction of also insulting whatever hurt you.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, the most likely the inanimate object that you hurt yourself
Yeah,
on, but
yeah.
now it's
the
that
table
thing's
you
fault.
stub your toe
Uh-huh.
on is the worst thing on the
The
planet.
counter that you fucking jammed your hip into when you turned too sharp.
Is a piece of shit.
Fuck that counter.
stupid
Fuck you
bitch.
and fuck this
You
bruise
bitch
and
counter.
fuck my hip now. Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Start hitting an age where you can't come back from.
Oh,
that
it's
now.
dude. It's that's
You're down
a
a week,
fucking
bro.
a quick turn on a countertop for me now is like a 4-day recovery, dude. It's fucked up.
Oh, yeah,
it's
for
fucked
sure.
up, man. Like, don't even ask if I fucking hit my kneecap on something, dude. The days at work when I turn and you hear me just, and I'm just over there holding my knee.
I did that the other night. I stubbed my middle toe
It's a
on one
fucking
of her boots.
2-dayer, dude.
And I was like,
It's a fucking 2-dayer.
See, but Matt and I are older than everybody in this room. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
you old fuck.
Yeah, I'm just.
Are you 32 yet?
I'm dust. No, not yet.
Oh fuck! I'm older than everybody in this room.
You're the oldest? You're
I'm,
older than
yeah,
me?
I'm
Okay.
32.
Oh shit.
But I was on the floor last night knitting a fucking hand blanket because I'm a grandma, and I just tried to get up and start walking,
And
and,
she was
I was
like,
like, oh.
Every time we sit on the floor and stand up.
Yeah,
Ugh.
every time.
Yeah, it's horrible. And then all day today, everything pops.
Yep.
Like,
Oh,
like
hell.
my
Hips, ankles,
yeah, my
knees.
knees.
hell, I
it's
sit
horrible.
in a comfy chair for too long. A chair that I've deemed comfortable. If I sit in it for too long, I get up. I'm like, oh no.
setting up the cables and stuff, having to run them underneath. I have to get down on my knees and shit in here. And
Getting
like,
up off your knees is the worst.
dude, when there's when there's
Oh.
no other noise going on in the room, it's all quiet, and you go to stand up, it's literally like a fucking fireworks show
Yeah,
between
yeah.
the two. It's a
Yep.
Your knees went out when we
And
were
like,
like
it-
17.
Yeah,
though.
dude, I got bum knees.
it doesn't
for forever.
hurt, but I know it's a precursor into just horrible.
Just arthritic pain.
It's gonna be the worst thing ever
Well,
when it
I-
starts to hurt. Man,
My first knee went when I was
Oh, okay.
14, and my second knee went when I was 15. So I've got torn meniscuses in both knees and have for
the
over
last
10
one?
years.
That's a 10-point word.
meniscuses.
Yeah.
Meniscus.
So
He
like,
even pluraled it.
so not only do I got bum knees, but I got a
Is it
terrible
menisci?
back. Maybe.
Meniscusy? Meniscusy? My meniscusy are off.
What?
Why do you give me that look? That was rude.
Why do y'all sound like you in The Godfather? Meniscus. Cousin Meniscus came. He showed up today. Okay?
an offer you can't refuse.
I got an offer you can't refuse. Cousin Meniscus came over, okay, and he offered me a lot of money.
He's
You can't-
offering
you can't
20
say
million
no.
for the business. I don't know
You
what
can't
to
say
do.
no.
money.
Anyways, now that we're off of Godfather, today's Turkey Day, which
Happy
means
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy
which means that
Thanksgiving,
tomorrow is Christmas. So,
Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving.
what do you
I have
want?
to work Black Friday, by the way.
Ooh, well, so do we. But
Yeah, but we
I
don't
know.
have to do that.
But ain't no
I'm
one
gonna
coming.
come in with coffee and
Ain't no one
watch
coming
you.
to the warehouse
I hope-
asking for cable boxes.
I
really
laying
hope
around
that-
and stare
I
at
really
him
hope
all
that
day.
I'm
everyone
going to.
everyone
I
who
plan
I
on it.
work with watches this.
I do too, because you work with like
Because-
600 people, so that'd be a lot of views.
Because fuck Walmart. Okay?
That too. Yeah,
Fuck
fine.
'em.
Fuck him.
I'm so sick of this fucking job.
That's how you get fired.
I don't
No,
care.
he doesn't.
Okay.
No one's
Employment.
like I
It's
said,
not
no one's gonna
monetized. No
watch
one's
it.
fucking watching this thing, man.
We had a meeting.
$1,000 every week.
We had a
I'm
meeting.
gonna say, store manager, you all right? Okay. My direct manager, you kind of suck.
For
You
sure.
know who you are.
Ain't no names. Ain't no need for
my,
names.
My old direct manager, you're great. Okay.
She was a
and,
whore.
And the
He was a boy.
store lead,
He was a whore.
store lead,
Boys can be
you're
whores.
great. Okay. But my direct manager now, I hate you.
And HR.
I hate you.
She's
And
a
HR,
straight
HR,
bitch.
you could pass away and no one would know.
Because you don't do anything. It's all online.
I'm looking at you.
On a lighter note, our HR is awesome. It's
pretty cool.
I think she's a cool chick. So
That's
nice.
awesome. That's good.
She's good. She does really
That's
good
good.
by us for sure. Pow!
My HR
Are you saying?
lady's pretty
Are you
awesome.
saying pa?
I can
Is it
help
pan or
I can-
Pam?
I can help with the pan
Pan or
Pam
Pam?
dilemma.
So since tomorrow is Christmas, last question before we call this thing. What do you want for Christmas? Dead air. Come on. We're trying to keep the people entertained
here.
here.
On the spot. entertained by my sweating.
What's
now.
on your wish list? Like what do you want for
Dude,
what are you asking for Christmas?
He wants a flashlight.
I know what she's going to say already, so
There's any amount of items that could be posited, but
ass
just
falls
give me
asleep.
a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Like,
Fair
that's-
point. That's
Pay
a
my
you
good
can
bills.
say
You're not 14
You can
anymore.
say
That
an
doesn't
object.
happen.
You can say an object, but I'm just like, I could just take the fucking money for that.
take cash. Yeah.
Take
I
the
got
money.
water.
for
I
that.
got bills.
Like money will solve everything right now.
I think money will solve everything always, most of the time. Especially, especially now. That's where I come into the whole fucking political thing there, but we're not getting into that thing. What do you want for Christmas, Lane?
I don't know, man. My wife got me Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and that was really the one big.
Saw your
major
post about
thing.
that.
Yeah, it's
Body
So
potty.
so your Christmas has kind of come early?
yeah.
Like super early?
she's horrible. She'll
So what are you getting him for Christmas? Oh.
Can't tell him.
She'll-
I will tell him.
she'll buy me something and like 2 weeks before Christmas be like,
Hey, I got you this thing.
Do you want to see your present? And I'm like, no.
Yeah,
and she's like,
I'm
oh,
bad
here's
with
your
that
present.
too. I'm
I'm the
really bad
worst.
with that
She
shit.
did that last year. She bought me a Nintendo Switch, and the next day was like, hey, here's your Christmas present.
Okay, so she's getting you awesome shit, and you just haven't got her fucking shit.
Nah, dude, I suck.
All right, Kim, what do you want for Christmas?
Oh man, he really does.
I'm the worst because I never know. I truly don't know. Like
Lane, what does she want for Christmas?
You better know.
Bullets.
Bullets.
She wants bullets
Bullet.
for
oh,
guns,
that's what his dad always wants. His bullets.
Yeah, that's what I default to for anyone. I'm just like bullets.
ammos.
No,
Don't default to
honestly,
that for me because I don't have anything to
So
shoot
you
them
need
with.
a
So
gun.
I want a massage. That's
Yeah, I'll
what
take
I
a
want.
gun.
Why don't you have
A
a gun?
massage.
I had
Good
one at the
gifts,
Fulton
like a
House.
good
Stan let me his
spotting.
Stan
Yeah.
let me his
Hell yeah.
his fucking 45 at the Fulton House, but he took that back after I moved out of there.
Okay, but you've been here for like what, 2 years now?
Yeah, I got a splitting maul and a fucking Bowie knife.
Great, that's close quarters. What about fucking?
I keep the
ranged?
camo makeup next to the bed, so if I have to wake up and we
You
got to
just
get into
hide,
action, I can
hide.
just swipe it on really quick and start running through the house.
Matthew, get a gun!
When I
This
lived
is
alone,
Wyoming. You
my
can
only-
do that.
I'm not
I'll
against
help you
them.
out. It's
They're
okay.
expensive. It's like tattoos. I want another tattoo, but I can't fucking afford one. So
just start with a cheapo.
You missed what I told you I wanted for Christmas.
He has a
Shoot.
Move on. It's
he has a
turn.
high point, so he doesn't need to buy ammo. He's just gonna throw the fucking brick of the high point at him.
This is recorded, so I didn't miss nothing.
it's on there.
Fuck off.
Audio and video. See,
Fuck
look,
off.
red light, red light.
All right, babe. Besides the
supposed to
Switch,
look
what do you
in
want
there.
for Christmas?
Vans.
You want to switch?
Huh?
Vans.
Yeah, she wants a
Wait.
Switch. She's
Dude.
getting one.
Oh, girl, I
She
got a
wants
free
one.
one. I took my kids away.
Nah, his screen's all cracked. Don't give it that.
It's not. That's
want
just
Vans?
the protector.
Yeah.
Like custom ones?
No, just like shoes
Okay.
in general.
Just a new set of
just like-
shoes.
Like
just
the
like shoe
thrift store,
department
go to the
Vans.
thrift store.
yeah, like buy some old Vans that are like 18 sizes
You
too
are
small.
a. Don't tell me.
She's
You're
a
a
7.
size. I was gonna say 6.
Wow, that's really cute. No, I'm like a 8, a
She's
9.
an 8. Oh my God, you got gigantic feet.
feet.
I'm
like
a
I'm
9.
tall. I'm really tall.
no feet like wrecking balls.
I'm so tall.
Girl, your feet are crazy huge. Vernon go
That's
crazy
why.
for that.
Walking around with them snowshoes on. Shit.
Matthew,
What do you
want
for
for Christmas?
babe?
Oh,
He
I
wants a
want.
flashlight.
No, I want an access port for my Subaru.
I don't know what that
Ugh.
means.
Those are really expensive.
We love
Is that-
talking
is
about the
it-
Super
So
Bowl.
in the realistic
wait,
realm
hold on,
of
hold
shit
on.
that can happen,
Hold
So,
on,
like,
hold on.
yeah.
An access port. Is that like a new door?
No, it's like a tune. And
did this
just
man
like
just
a-
say it was a new door?
It's an EC. It's a.
Well,
It's,
it's access to the.
it is an access port, but this is okay. So yeah, technically it is a door. It's a door to the engine, not a hood. Not a hood.
he was immediately
I
going
was
to go,
saying, that's a
so
hood.
you want a new
I got you.
hood.
Let me go even
$25
further.
at the
It's a
junkyard.
door to the computer of the engine
Ah.
that lets you unleash all the powers.
Oh,
Makes
More
the
power,
car-
baby.
It makes the
More
car
power.
fast.
yeah.
Shout out
That's
to
fair,
whoever
that's
that
fair.
fucking guy is. More power, baby. That guy. Who
You
the
say
fuck
you
that guy
want
is.
that, but you need a tune.
That's what that does. I
Yeah.
need that in order
Yeah.
to get a tune. Because that unlocks the ECU, and then you take it to a guy who can program it all and run it on his
I think
dyno.
you need to not worry about the MCU. I think you need just a car that you don't have to drag money into.
That's
all
what
the
that's
time.
what the tune
You
does.
just
in
said
this.
the MCU. This isn't Marvel. What are
I
you
was just
talking
That's what he
Yeah.
about?
said.
That's what the tune does in the Subaru.
Why are you going to the
enables,
EU? You
It,
don't
it,
gotta go to the
Brandon's
EU
leaving.
for this.
it enables me to.
Japan's not in the EU.
I think
They're
that
not in
But
the
they are in
European
EA
Union.
Sports, and that's what I'm gonna
Oh.
mega tune for
So-
I think
EA
that
Sports.
Brandon
Can-
and I
can
love
you-
the
can you
Subaru
get
in
this-
like an equal
Can you
way.
get this at KFC?
Only if you buy the family bucket, the $20 family
Are we
fill
just
up.
fucking saying
NBC's got. I
anagrams
know where
for
to find
shit or
it.
fucking-
Yeah.
I know where to find it.
Yeah.
What is that?
NBC's family fill up. He's got,
Got
it.
you.
NBC.
Got you.
MS,
Got you.
First down, onside
MSG.
kick,
MSG.
touchdown,
Got you.
magic carpet
MSG,
ride.
Got you.
Boom.
UFC.
All I hear is NBC, UFC, KFC, MCU. Just fucking.
Well, he said MCU. I went to EU.
I said ECU.
What does that even
initially.
mean?
KFC.
Electronic
KFC.
computer unit. It's
You
you,
say the computer.
your computer. I did say that. I said it is a
You said
door.
MCU.
I said it's a door to the
didn't say
computer of the
you.
car.
So wait, so
You said MCU.
you said door to the computer, so it's just a new computer.
Oh.
No,
It's
No.
a tune.
it's a
to make the
reprogrammer for the
Subaru
computer that's already in it.
So it's a computer for the computer.
hmm
Stupid.
It's like,
Why don't you just get a truck?
check it out. So
just get a truck.
So check it out. So you remember
don't even
back
drive
when
a
you
truck.
had like a Nintendo or a Sega or whatever, and it came with the Game Genie. You plugged your game
Nah,
into the Game Genie
mine
and then
didn't.
plugged that into the console.
Nah, nah, no Game Shark, no Game Genie. I just beat games like a man.
Wow.
He doesn't beat.
He implies that I don't beat games.
doesn't
I'm
beat
over here completionist as fuck, and he implies I don't beat
Yeah, but
games.
I didn't have no Game Genie.
You 100% in Fallout 3? You 100% in Fallout 4?
Nah,
you 100%
man.
in Fallout New Vegas?
I
You
got a wife
100% in
and, like, shit
Bioshock?
to do with my life.
Just
All
Cause
right.
3?
It's getting
All right,
aggressive.
all right, let's calm it out.
He's calling me out. I'm defending
I'm
myself.
just saying you like Game Genie, Game Shark. I'm like, nah, man, I just beat games.
I'm
It's
proving
cool.
a concept to you, you ass.
Yeah, computer
put
for a
our,
computer.
Let's put our virtual dicks away.
But anyways, yeah, I want an ECU for the
That's-
Subaru.
that's-
I want a
cool.
tune and an ECU.
How much is that?
The
lot-
the
a
access
lot of money.
ports, the access port's 700, and then the tune is 650.
How much can you get for a kidney?
Not
A
that
lot.
much.
You
I
can
know-
Well, you can, but you're on a waiting list.
I know
for,
like a testicle
Black
runs
market.
like 100,000. So
donate
go.
your sperm.
you what?
to a
Ooh,
Subaru.
yeah,
testicle
that's
runs
true.
like
Nobody's gonna pay for that
100,000.
No,
sperm.
no.
Nobody gonna pay.
I
for
don't
that.
need 'em.
A testicle is $250.
Yeah.
For just
250,000.
one.
I don't need them.
All right, baby.
Give them
you only
away.
need
Pack
throw
your
one out.
bags.
You
We
only
going
need
on
one if you want
vacation because I'm
kids.
selling one of these bad boys.
Yeah, you only
We
need
already
one
got
if
our
you want
boy.
kids,
We got our Jacks
so.
at home, so we good. That's
All right,
that's
so I'm
sold.
gonna call the doctor tomorrow and make an appointment to get my
Gotta sell
one
this
testicle
testicle.
removed.
I'm
gotta-
walking into my
and-
boss's office and telling him to fuck off.
And then next podcast is gonna be like, look at my jar of my
So
testicles.
I say I kept it.
Has it?
It's like a
I
little
got my
eyeball.
ball
If you
jar.
keep it, you can't sell it.
I'm gonna tell my boss to suck
Only
my ball.
keeping it until the next podcast.
Okay.
Pack it on
And
ice.
Okay, that's fair.
afterwards.
I'm gonna have a taxidermist on site. I'll have him make a replica. We'll be fine. We'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
it'd be
I'll
great,
get a
it'd be
stuffed
great.
You
one.
can
We'll be
even
fine.
get a testicle implant.
Stuffed one.
Get it like
Yeah.
Well, they're
Yeah.
gonna have to fill it with something.
Yeah,
they can't just
it's,
leave it.
It's made out of the same material of like as
Dude.
like ping pong balls.
Yeah, they can't just leave it
You just
sit
get
there.
a
They gotta-
refill.
put a little zipper on there, and you can just like put stuff in it, like change and stuff.
Like,
You can put your weed in there.
You could.
Oh, you mean like a
Don't
coin
worry,
purse?
I've got a
It's
special
literally a
pocket.
I don't think
Yeah.
anyone's gonna be wanting to smoke that.
Your
Stash.
weed.
You literally just
want
put,
some of this
put
ball
pennies
weed?
in your ball sack.
That's right. And on a hot
This got
summer,
weird.
legit
on a
Real
hot
quick.
summer day, you can go into a convenience
See,
store.
I was
and
trying
just,
to leave
Yeah,
on a
we were
wholesome
trying
note,
to
but
end
with
it.
the fucking what do you want
Yeah.
for Christmas thing, and then we got into ball sacks. So I don't know, you guys.
We can't be appropriate. Sorry.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Really?
Happy-
What
Wow.
the fuck?
Wow.
Gosh.
Same note even.
Well,
Shut up.
happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Very
Not sure who I'm gonna have on next, but I'm sure it'll be just as exciting as this shit. So thanks everybody for coming
Thank you,
in,
sir.
and